All right, welcome on in, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day or night, wherever you're out there in the world. Welcome back to D&D. It almost didn't happen due to my Wi-Fi hating the hell out of me, but we're here, we're alive, we're well, and we're gonna get to it. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a one-shot called Freeing the Galrich Depths. It is some backstory lore for the main campaign that I'm doing with Sir Blackness. It's Tresnor, Death of Schmuck, and Lena Days. Today we're going to have both Lena and Schmuck here to do this session in particular. They're both really excited for it and had time. So they're going to be role-playing some, essentially, pirates at this point. They're going to be going on an adventure to free the depths. All the lore will be dumped in at the beginning of the session, so don't worry. The story will come. You will get to see things. We do have the map that we're playing on screen. There's not much to see here because we're just in the depths themselves. We're going to be in the ocean for the most part. But we will be starting in Baxter's Landing, so that's kind of a key focal point for us, which is going to be a little bit inwards. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, you see that? We're gonna be in Baxter's Landing, right in that left side corner there, down by Sorrows Bay. And then that let's go ahead and open up to the homies.
Yeah. Jerome is here. There she go.
Fuck.
All right, and the audio for the stream is working for everyone, right?
I would hope so.
Oh my god!
I got the sounds as like
give me 1 second.
high enough that I can fucking hopefully not overpower anybody, but you can still hear when I send you the VOD.
Bet.
Wait, do you need me to send you the VOD or no?
I'm gonna be able to stream it, so I should be fine.
Okay.
I should probably make it so that the audio goes to where it needs to go, though. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, cool. I almost did not send the audio to the VOD. That would have been bad.
What?
I feel like I should use the record function more, but I just never touch it.
That's why I use like the OBS vertical and shit, and then just record like that with that thing and send it to where I need it to. It also helps that I can make it so I can edit the gameplay instead of like making it like my face cam and like the layout. Just make it just.
All right, I'm
itself.
back. I should be back indefinitely. Okay.
Indubitably. Actually, give me a second because we got some water.
No, you're good.
You guzzling this shit down all day and haven't fucking grabbed any.
I know, like I'm like running low on both my waters here. Like
I just refilled mine.
Drinks.
Okay. Probably open up this for a reference point.
Put this here. Put this here. Put this here.
Uh-huh.
Chum.
Trying to get it here. I think so.
out of here. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. Okay. Adjust audio. All right. Are we ready? Does anyone want to intro their characters? Meh.
Why am I starting? Oh, hi.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce. Ladies first.
Well, you're playing a lady.
Yeah, but I'm a dude, like, you know, and then I'm playing the lady. You're like a lady playing a lady.
Anyway.
Correct.
You know, it was recently Women's Month, so girl boss.
Girl boss, exactly. Uh, so, hi everybody. My name is Elena. I'll be playing Lily and Willow. I am a half elf with mainly rogue, but a little bit of monk sprinkled in there, who clearly has a disdain for even being alive. Really, she's just kind of getting through life, and yeah.
Doesn't want to be here.
Yeah. The
Slightly-
other doctor's
slightly
doctor's it
emo.
is, darling.
Slightly emo.
Suffocation! No breathing!
I was literally listening to Willow Smith when I was making this character. And so, like, I was gonna write a whole backstory, but I just got too tired. I was like, but I have it in my
Didn't she make the
head.
hair whip song or whatever?
She did, and like her
So I think
transformation.
it's funny.
Yeah, it's
I think
hilarious.
it's funny. You were like, what if she was? What if instead of whipping her hair,
Well,
she
no.
was like?
But the thing is that haven't you heard her recent music? Her recent
I have
music.
not. I thought she was a one-hit wonder.
Oh no, my guy, she's come back in full force, and it's
my
like
God.
everything my emo dreams could believe of.
Get
Like,
him
it
to
was-
switch our places.
It's awesome. Trust me.
I don't know how, but this conversation really reminded me that I need to disable a channel point, or I might get thrown into a Friday Night Funky game. So I'm gonna turn that off.
might want to do that.
Yeah, it's off. It's off.
I am a schmuck man, and I am playing Cassandra Ilfekir. I am a Ilfekir.
Do you know how to say it? Ronan?
You said what?
No, I'm kidding.
I'm giving it a twain. I'm giving it a twain.
Oh, okay.
I am I'm a 07 fighter with some guns, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm an elf. But they don't know that I'm a changeling.
Why you gotta break my ears to say that though?
I mean, it's on your character sheet, though.
Now, you don't know that though.
Your
Okay,
character
alright,
doesn't know that though. We
If
roleplay
things
around
go the way
here.
they're supposed to, you'll never know.
Oh, someone's
Unless
got
those
plans
come up
already.
later. So for some reason,
For some reason, they might come up later. Who knows?
in our main campaign.
Could you imagine?
I mean,
I am a very saucy woman of stature. And I mostly, you know, I did things for myself for my own personal gain.
Oh God, I am
Girl
exhausted
bossy.
already.
see that chat?
I don't need no man.
That's who he's
not
playing.
that.
I am exhausted already.
I'm totally not enlarging your character photo at the moment. You may ignore that.
She's thick. I got some hips on me.
I mean, let me inspect real quick. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I have to send you to prison for that one.
40 jail?
Yep,
That's
might
not-
qualify.
That's not stopping these hips.
All right,
We need to
and
play ya.
I am Buster Brown, aka Gwen. I will be DMing for this campaign. For a little bit of backstory, this is a one-shot that we're only going to be doing tonight and tonight only. It is technically canon to the main campaign. It is background lore to it. It does take place many years prior, though, so any of the current characters, aside from Black's ancient-ass character, none of the other ones exist yet.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Rubik's is technically alive.
Damn.
Somehow.
We cannot escape him.
That man haunting y'all dreams, I'm telling
If
you.
you hear a drum, I'm gonna throw everything
I
overboard.
swear to God, I'm walking away. I'm turning it all off.
I'm on level with you.
Shoot it now!
Y'all cause a fucking paradox in the
really
time.
hear that.
No. I almost, I'm being serious. I almost messaged Black saying, "Hey, would you mind dropping in halfway through the session, just out of nowhere?"
Honestly, I feel like you could still message him, and he probably would.
He probably would.
I know he's going to go pick up his daughter, but he'll probably be back soon. So if you,
He does a slightly younger voice and shit. He doesn't have his drum yet. He's like, I've been focusing on the acoustic lately. Dum, 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 dum.
One second. I'm gonna send that message actually.
Jeez. That's good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask him if he wants to drop in for a cameo at some point. Other than that, the main staples for this campaign are going to be that we're going to be on the ocean. It is sort of pirate theme, but mainly just like sailor type stuff. Overarching things is it's going to have a lot of how do I word it? Thriller and mystery vibe, trying to save an ocean line, which I'll intro the story and you'll understand what that all means momentarily. That's just like the overarching themes that we're going to be tackling here. Any questions before we get started?
How much are we allowed to slay before it becomes a problem?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean slay? Like slay?
Like I was like served some cunt.
Like slay.
Like
Looking a little
slay?
cunty.
How heavily guarded is this boat?
You'll find out momentarily, but you got some homies. You're not on your own.
Okay, all right, cool.
The homie is my 17 bullets.
Homie is a bad elf with a gun. Any other questions?
No, not for me at least.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Let me adjust this. We open to Baxter's Landing, a nice little port town that is connected to the Zeolia Kingdom on the continent of Koklu. A lovely, lovely place to live. However, in recent years, it has come into quite the trouble. You see, for many centuries, Zeolia has been known for its ability to trade with other continents, particularly the continent to the west, known as Koshai. The issue is that the Galrich depths for the last 30 years have been plagued with many a beast coming up from deep, deep underwater. Normally they are known to be passive to sailors, however, as of late they have been aggressive and violent, eliminated nearly every ship that attempts to pass. Trade has been halted, the kingdom has been slowing to a halt as they can no longer make up for the goods that they can't produce themselves. Since they mainly export items, they're kind of lacking in food at the moment. Most of the people that typically visit are no longer able to visit as well, so the kingdom is also starting to lose money. Their main protector is a wizard named Thaddeus. However, he has been off on a journey for the last decade, doing his own thing. He was unaware of what is happening, as he is constantly known to leave and go explore the world and do whatever it is that he does. However, he recently returned home to inform the kingdom that he may have an idea of how to solve their issue. The moment he heard word, he immediately searched out for an answer as to what might be causing this issue. The only thing that is known is that there is unknown ships that have been spotted around the time that the beasts tend to go a little wild and rise up and attack the ships. These ships are also suddenly able to vanish into a mist that once it clears, they're no longer seen. As we settle in, we see a nice pier covered in people that are gathering up items to put them onto the ship along the dockside. Everyone seems to be bustling around. Some people are cheerily singing and having a great time. They're all getting ready for the ability to set sail. The captain is yelling orders at everyone, making sure that stuff gets ready and done. Put it over there! Little higher! However, there is two separate individuals that seem a little bit out of place. It would seem that they haven't really been here for very long. One fine elf woman who has long blonde hair and hips that just don't quit, slaying every single day with another individual who is cloaked with black hair parted to the side. They are currently observing the boats and getting ready to board, but are having a conversation. Lily?
Darling, I've been meaning to tell you that you should really do something with that hair of yours. It needs more color to it.
I'm gonna like shift my bang and kind of look at her and say, excuse me, are you talking to me?
Well, yes, so there's no one else that looks like you around.
It's too early. It's too early in the day for this type of mess. Can you bother someone else with this stylist request?
Just figured I'd give you some tips. You look like you're about ready to slink into a corner.
A corner sounds nice. Or a coffin, maybe.
Hey! What are you two doing? As they are having a conversation, a individual walks closer to them. It is a young woman who has long white hair and is wearing some fine clothing. She has a scroll in front of her that she seems to be writing on with a quill, and she looks at them with a little bit of distaste in her eye. Aren't you supposed to be getting ready for the battle? What are you doing?
I'm kind of just staring at her, confused. Getting ready.
Ready? Yeah, by having conversation. How's that helping? Everyone's grabbing things and they're getting the barrels ready. Y'all just chit chatting. What is this about?
Just figured the morale here was very low, and I figured my cohort here would need some pick-me-ups.
Talk about low. How about you drop it low, sweetheart? Anyways, we got shit to do.
Crazy.
Crazy my ass. I'll show you crazy later. As this conversation is starting, another individual starts to walk up. It seems to be a fine young elven gentleman who is quite burly and beholden to himself. Aye, lass. I don't think they're really doing anything wrong. What seems to be the problem here? Well, they're just chit-chatting as we're supposed to be getting ready to leave. Like, I don't know what you want from me, Edram. Why can't you let me do my job? Your job is to make sure that the product gets to the ship, not that they in particular do anything. These are combatants. You hold no weight over them. This is my group of people. But you handle your own. And he gestures for you to come over towards him.
I'm gonna walk on over.
A little bit closer to him.
I'm gonna kind of scoot over with my head down, just waiting to hear whatever he has to say.
As I walk by the little girl, gonna whoever the woman is, gonna stick my tongue out a little bit.
As you do that, she just kind of looks back and fine, I guess I'll leave and do what I need to do. But how about you make sure that your combatants are actually ready for the battle? And before he even has a chance to respond, she slips away and goes off to yell at some other people. Hey, let me mark that. I need to get that in my books. The gentleman turns to you both and addresses you with a little bit of a sigh. I'm so sorry about that.
Well, it's no problem at all. I thought you'd never leave.
Did your accent
really
just change? Ma'am? Are you making fun of me?
What?
What is happening?
I have to turn you up. I'm like missing stuff. I don't know if that's me or not. Like, it keeps cutting out.
He turns to Lillian and says, my bad, never mind. I think I must have misheard before. Anyways, I gotta do a name check. I can clearly tell that you're both here for the battle. What be your names?
My name is Lillian Willow.
Lillian, okay. Ah, yes, I see you on here. You are the rogue monk, I believe, is that correct?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. We're definitely gonna have some usage for your skills. We have a lot of stealth things we're gonna have to do at some point potentially. We're investigating some stuff. I'm sure both of you know why we're here. Is that correct?
Heard there was a potential for blood and death, so I came.
That seems a bit grim, but I mean you're not wrong. And if that doesn't scare you, we can't miss out on the chance of having your assistance.
Listen, Death and I are soulmates, so I'm here if it's available.
That's a bit concerning.
Oh, darling, the woods are as dark as it gets. Still need for more.
True. Oh, actually, wait. What is your name, ma'am? I don't think I caught yours.
Cassandra Ilfakir with a K.
Cassandra with a K. I don't think. Oh no, here it is. Yes, I see. You are our fighter. Is that correct?
Of course.
Awesome. And I hear that you primarily use guns. Is that also correct?
Yes.
Ah, that's great. We'll definitely need your assistance. I think I'll just reiterate for you guys, as I don't think that you know all the details, unfortunately, but there seems to have been some issues in the ocean as of late. The last couple decades, our kingdom has been plagued by many sea beasts that are normally quite passive, but lately have been attacking the ships that pass through here, and unfortunately, we've lost many lives. I'd say roughly 99% of our ships have gone down in the last 30 years, and it's quite upsetting. We did, however, learn that there are some strange ships that have been spotted whenever the attacks happen, and they seem to disappear into a mist. So it may be the work of another individual that is somehow intervening or, attracting the beasts up top. So your gunplay will be very, very useful in that combat.
Whatever's needed, as long as the coin is as generous as they inform me of.
Rest assured, ma'am, the coin will be as generous as your hips.
Splendid.
All right. Is there any questions that you ladies have before we board the ship here?
I happen to have a dedicated smoking area. I would much love a cigar right about now.
Smoking area? I mean, we're gonna be out on the sea, man. You can smoke wherever you want. Pretty much everyone on here smokes.
I don't want to be yelled at by any of these ruffians about the wood catching on fire and whatnot.
Nah, you need not to worry. We actually plate it with a little bit of metal. There's no reason to worry. And anything that is wooden, that doesn't have metal coated on it, we also cast magic to prevent fire. Nothing worse than being on a ship that goes up in flames.
Wouldn't want that now.
But that sounds like fun.
Again, I must say, I think you might be a problem. However,
keeping the tinder boxes or lighters away from that one. Don't you worry.
That one seems a little bit sketchy.
Fun.
Do you know this one? Are you ladies friends? He's whispering to you.
She's a little dark for my taste, but she'll have to do, I guess.
Damn, that's harsh. But, I can't hate. Looks like
we had the chance, so.
Friends
it's always
is
nice to
a loose term. I think she's convenient.
All right, so we have one person who is incredibly dark and depressing, and we have one person who is a bit of a problem child. This totally couldn't go wrong in any way. I think we'll have a great time on this ship. He then gestures for both of you to follow him as he starts walking towards the boat. All right, follow me. I'll show you to the ship and get you introduced to the captain, and we'll get ready to set sail.
Sure.
I'm going to pull out my cigar and light it up and fall behind.
I'm just begrudgingly following.
As you both follow him to the ship, you see all the different sailors loading on large barrels. Some of them are loading up some metal chains and things. Some of them are gathering up some weapons, some swords, and some spears. You don't really see much in the way of wizards or spellcasters in general, however. It seems to be primarily a ragtag group of people that work the port, typically. As you board, The voices grow louder. Everyone is gathered up in song, just having a great time. Hey! Hey, quiet down! Hey! They all instantly stop talking and they all turn to look at Eren. What did I tell you? I know that the songs are great. It's all a lot of fun, y'all. But we got to get ready to go. It's almost time to set sail. The moon is going to be up soon. The sun is going down. We got to make headway. Otherwise, we're going to be in a whole lot of trouble if things go south, okay? Pack her up. Pack her up. He then gestures for you to follow him as all the people start running around the ship, clamoring to get things done, making sure that everything's all set for them to go. And he starts walking up the stairs towards the captain. As you go up, he gestures and pulls you both up because the steps are a little bit steep, and you see a fine young elven woman who is manning the ship itself. He walks over to her, she turns and notices him, smiles warmly, and they gently kiss for a moment. Before he pulls back and says, "This be my wife. You see, this is our ship and this is our expedition. We have been sent off by the king and we chose what we deemed to be the best fighters in the nation at the time, and it happened to be you two, so you should be honored." You see that the woman is also elven, and she has blue hair that rides all the way down her back with the front ends tied back behind it. She has a warm smile and clothes that resemble that of a pirate, not really that of a sailor, despite it being a sailor ship. She smiles to you both and says, "Hi. So, what be your names?"
My name is Lillian Willow.
Lillian, nice to meet ya.
Yeah.
And you?
Cassandra, and don't be alarmed by my friend's less than amicable introduction. She's shy.
Don't worry.
I'm
You
not
see,
shy. I'm bored.
ma'am, don't worry. There will be plenty of things to do on this here ship. You see, we may get into some trouble. I can assure you of that. If combat be ye thing, you will find plenty of it. I know you might be a little off-put into my husband here. He's a bit of a baby sometimes, but alas, he is a great man and, you know, the father of my kids, so I kind of have to put up
You
with
get
it.
very saucy. We'll go.
Kid, you brought offspring into the world in order to suffer? Oh, wow. That sucks.
She smirks and then starts chuckling. I fucked up. We'll call it that. You see, in where we come from, you can't really back out of a marriage like that, so I'm kind of stuck with him. Hey, what did I do to deserve this? As this conversation is happening, suddenly a sailor comes running over to the stairs and starts climbing up. Captain! Captain! We're ready to go! I think it's time that we set sail. The sun is starting to set soon. Aye! I think it is time that we best get going. How about you show these two fine young ladies the rest of the ship and we'll be on our way. Aye. He then gestures for you to follow down, holding his arm out to help you down the stairs. Lillian?
What time of day is it? Has it turned night yet?
The sun is halfway down from peak.
Okay. And we are in the office of the captain. So how far are we from, like, I guess the deck?
Oh, you're above the office currently, so you're on the upper deck at the moment.
The upper deck. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to look for a dark corner and and wait for the sun to set. I'm gonna kind of look over at Cassandra and just like brushing my bangs and say, "I'll wait for you to fix your earphones."
You mentioned my name, they immediately start blowing my ears. No.
I'm gonna look over at Cassandra and brush my hair out of my face and say, it's too bright up here. I'm gonna like find a place to sit and collect my thoughts. Can you
I
let me
mean,
know when the battle happens?
yes, yes, I guess I could do that for you, my little cherub.
Cherub? What? Why would you call me that? Do
I
I
don't know.
look like a
You
cherub
need
to
something to
you?
light your life today. It seems you seem very troubled, and not for any reason that I wouldn't care to pry upon. But you truly do bring down the mood. You know, you could smile.
Why?
Might be
I'm
your last day to try that.
Actually, that sounds like bliss. I wish it was my last day.
See, this is what we have to talk about. Quite shy.
I'm gonna shake my head and just kind of start to saunter to, uh, I don't know, what's the first like enclosed area nearby?
If you step down, there is a door right beneath you. There's also a hatch on the middle of the ship that leads underneath, as well as a stairwell beyond that goes down.
Ooh, the hatch sounds like fun. I'm gonna head towards the hatch.
Okay. Are you gonna accept the offer for the gentleman to help you down, or are you just gonna bypass him?
Uh, is it dangerous looking?
What danger?
It's like a ladder, essentially.
Oh no, it's fine. I'll just slide down. I'm gonna like slide down the ladder. I'm fine.
I will specify he is on the ladder.
Oh, he's on the ladder. Okay, I'm gonna
Just
wait.
for honor and push them off.
I'm gonna wait for him. I'm gonna wait for him to pass off the ladder, and then I'm gonna go after him.
As you walk over, he notices that you intend to climb the ladder yourself, clearly not needing any help from his stupid ass. So he does just politely step down and away, gesturing with his arms for you to make your way down. Cassandra?
Darling, don't forget about me. I would love some help. These heels are not made for ladders.
Aye, of course. Don't worry about that. Here, take my hand. And he reaches up to help you down.
Daintily hand my hand out and hold my cigarette in the other hand.
Daintily.
As you do that, his other hand goes up and he just kind of scoops you up and sets you down. He has tremendous strength and with just two hands is able to lift you into the air. As he politely sets you down, he then steps back and bows and says, "I'll now be taking my leave," before he walks away to join the other men. Lillian now down.
To wrestle a bear.
Lillian now down on the main deck as well. You make your way over towards. You said it was the stairwell. You said.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to look like for a place to kind of sit my gear down and to sit and think.
You make your way across the ship and go down the stairwell, finding yourself into the cabin where everyone seems to sleep. There's a bunch of storage behind the stairwell itself. There's all kinds of barrels. There seems to be mugs that are used for drinking. There's little barrels that seem to have some food inside of them, some with fish, some with bread and other things. You see a few people sleeping on some little hammocks, but beyond the stairwell there is a very nice dark corner that you can sit down in if you wish.
This beer, is it like readily accessible?
The mead is readily accessible. There seems to be a tap on some of the barrels that you can attach if need be.
I'm gonna grab one of these the mugs that's available and hit the tap to grab a cup of the mead.
You do that, and the mead starts to pour slowly. As it fills up your cup, it nicely foams over a little bit, and you're able to wipe it away with a full glass of mead.
I'm gonna take that, head to my corner, and I'm just gonna sit.
You take your glass and you walk over to the dark corner on the back side of the ship, way far away from the stairwell, and are now enjoying your little brooding corner. Cassandra?
Is there anybody else nearby that's openly like available to talk?
Yes. So since you're on the main deck currently, there is a whole group of people about 15 feet away from you to the left, just a little bit halfway down the ship's deck. They appear to be having a good old time, chatting, talking about things, playing some card games, while some other people seem to be walking around the edges of the ship, making sure that the sails are set and ready to go.
The card game seems very fun right about now. I'm gonna go up to them and see what type of card game they're playing.
As you walk over, all the men seem to be having a great time, just laughing, chuckling. I told you I'd take all of your money. My kids, my wife, what am I gonna do? Yeah, on a ship that might get you killed. What the fuck are you worrying about? You see that they're all playing just a standard deck of cards. You can't really make out what game it is. It doesn't really seem to make any sense to you, but they all seem to be having a great time. One of them does take notice, and he's like, "Hey, lass, you want to have a seat with us?"
Well, that would be lovely. Could I trouble you to know what type of game you're playing as of right now? I can't give a lick of the rules from just this far back.
Ah, you see, it is a very simple card game. Whoever draws the first pair of cards is the winner. It's quite simple, not much to it. It's just a game we play for fast-paced gambling. So all you really got to do is just keep drawing until you win. First person to draw the cards wins all of the money, and the last person to draw has to double their bet next time.
Can I take a quick peek at the type of cards they're using? Anything like crazy about them, or just a simple deck of cards?
Seems to be just a simple deck of cards.
I'm gonna take a seat next to one of them and say, well, surely you wouldn't mind an extra player, would you?
Hi, not at all. Welcome to join. Would you like us to deal you on this turn? He
Well,
does
of
seem to
course.
have a bit of a smirk to him, which you notice seems a little bit off.
You wouldn't mind if I just took a quick look at the cards, would you? Just, I would rather play a fair game, yes?
Fair, of course. We're always fair on the open watches, but yeah, sure, you can take a look at the cards. Then somewhat hesitantly hands you the deck of cards currently, minus all the cards that are already in play.
Okay, and I kind of want to just kind of sift through them a little bit. Do I notice anything weird, sketchy about them?
Go ahead and roll. Let's do perception.
Perception, okay. Is that a 2? Wow, 7.
You feel like these are some odd cards that you haven't really seen before. The shapes seem fine, but it's just the way they handle is a little bit off. But you can't really tell anything's wrong with them, as far as you know, it's still a normal deck of cards. Just kind of feels weird.
Okay. Are they staring at me very intently?
A couple of them are. The others just seem to be just passively waiting, eyeing their cards and everyone else.
That first roll's not looking good. I wanted to try something. Let's play it by ear. I'm gonna give him back the cards. We'll roll with this.
Thank you for the cards, lass. Are you joining?
Well, if you insist, I could play around.
By all means. He then starts dealing out the cards, and as everyone gets theirs, they all they smile. They seem a little bit happy. Some of them seem a little bit sad. Some just don't seem to give a single fuck as they get their card. And then it comes to you, and you are handed a 9 of clubs. The first card that is flipped over onto the deck, which is the burner pile, unfortunately something that the gentleman did not seem to mention to you, is also a 9 of clubs.
Son of
Ooh,
a
bad
bitch.
luck, class.
It happens to the best of us.
True, it does. However, I don't think you paid in your coin quite yet.
Oh, you're right. Let's go in nice and slow. I'm gonna throw in a gold piece.
Aye, a gold piece. that'd be a great bet. All right, everyone else, up it. We're betting a gold piece now. Fuck the damn silver. Everyone then ups their bet, going from 1 silver piece all the way up to a gold piece, adding in the additional silver that was needed. They then pass out the cards one more time, but before it even gets to you, the gentleman that first brought you into the game manages to pull a pair. I win again, lads. I think y'all have some poor luck on your side. As he starts to rake in all the gold that was now on the table. I thought you were gonna be good at this game, ma'am. What happened?
The first things for everything. It's just a little bit of a test run.
As this
We
is
can't always
happening,
be good at everything we do.
I mean,
I'm gonna give him like a nice little smile. Smug as fuck.
his smile kind of distorts a little bit, seeming a little bit annoyed. Yes, you be right. But as this is happening, suddenly a wooden stick comes flying from the back and smacks the guy in the back. Then, oh, fuck, what the hell was that? He turns around to see Eden just behind him. Man, what are you doing playing cards on my ship? It's not time for any of this. The captain said it's time to go, and you're all just playing fucking cards. Give the ma'am her money back. I know you be scamming her. What do you mean scamming? We don't do that here. No. We honest. Honest my ass.
Well, it's quite fine. He can keep it.
Are you sure, ma'am?
He won fair and square.
I mean, fair my ass,
I'm gonna lean in
but
close to him and say, "A cheater recognizes another cheater."
he kind of just stares you down for a moment before smiling a little bit. Aye, you be right. I like you. Yeah, go enjoy your night, why don't you? And he gestures for you to just leave the card game, as everyone seems to kind of converge and push you out slowly.
I am gonna make my way because I'm bored now. Back to my little shadow friend in the corner downstairs.
You make your way downstairs in search of Lillian. You see tons of people now climbing into beds. Some of them very obviously drunk. They've been drinking the mead, while everyone upstairs is still getting ready to set sail. Suddenly, you do hear the sails drop, and the ship starts to slowly but surely move as you begin making your way into the Galrich steps. You happen to turn around the side of the stairs, and way in the back corner, just very faintly, you see a glass kind of shimmer a little bit for a moment as you notice that Lillian appears to be just brooding in the corner with a glass of mead.
I'm gonna go grab a empty cup and grab a cup of the mead, and I'm gonna just take it on over and sit next to her.
You do that. Lillian?
This
Weren't there enough people up there for you? You just had
you'd like
to.
some company, correct? Right?
I actually prefer the darkness and solitude.
Over.
People?
Did anyone ever tell you you're very prickly? Like a porcupine.
Porcupines are nice. I like touching them.
Charlie, and I'm gonna like sniff and like take a sip of the mead. Ugh. This is I guess they can't have fine wines here, can they not? I'm gonna like just send it off to the side.
You do that?
I'm gonna take a few gulps and pretty much like finish off my glass without wincing.
You do that successfully?
I'm just gonna like glare at her.
I'm gonna lean forward and just smile with my hands on my. My knees and my hands and my bones.
Can I help you?
Trying to get a read on you, that's all.
Books can be read. I have a few if you want one.
I don't think I'd like any of the literature you have. You surely would like to sit anywhere else but this drab corner.
That's fine. You don't look like you read much anyway. I'm gonna like slump back into the corner and kind of like cross my arms over my chest.
Well, you seem like you like the dark corners of libraries. Tell me, what are you reading right now?
Well, if you must know, I'm reading this fiction book where it talks about the Holocaust. I think it's something that happened in some land far, far away. The boy in the striped pajamas. I hear it's sad. I like that. I like feeling sad.
Above the board, are we actually gonna try to make the Holocaust canon?
I'm making the most like grotesque face, but slightly trying to hide like the smile still.
So I just looked over at my book stack and I have mouse, but I didn't want to even try to describe like the Nazis being cats and the Jewish people being rats. Like that was not gonna. It's up to you. That was the saddest book I had on my shelf. Okay, I can change the book.
You broke my brain.
The Holocaust was okay.
Oh god. Listen, we had Led Zeppelin in the other one.
Yo, music's a different thing.
All right. I'll rewind it.
Yo.
Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm reading this book. It's called The Body Keeps the Score, and it's basically written by a doctor who talks about trauma and PTSD.
Well, surely you don't need to read a book for that. You seem to have enough to go around. Maybe try something a little more lighthearted.
What, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Have you ever read a Diary of a Wimpy Pete?
Of a who?
It's a great book. A great.
At this point, I'm gonna like stand up and like kind of like shuffle my backpack so I can kind of walk a little swifter.
Oh, but you haven't heard the part where he says "Zooey Mama."
At that point, I'm walking away and I'm like heading towards. Is there a You said there was a door down there. Does it go somewhere?
No, I didn't mention a door.
Oh,
There was a door upstairs.
Oh, there's a door upstairs. Okay. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna start heading towards the ladder and like basically climbing really quickly to get out of the space.
All right, you head upstairs, and as you do such, you have some gentlemen that are upstairs that seem to be kind of scrambling around the ship. They're all getting ready for something. Aye, yes, grab the sails, grab the weapons, wake up the drunks. We got shit to do. Everyone seems to be in a little bit of a panic as they're all kind of frantically running around. One of them stops for you. What are you doing, ma'am? Did you hear the captain?
No.
Oh no, we're all gonna die if this crew sucks. Help! And he just kind of runs off. You notice that the ship is currently sailing towards a misty fog that seems to be engulfing the ocean. All the waves seem to be kind of just disappearing around you beyond the fog. Slowly, it starts to part, and you can see in the distance, just very faintly, another ship is kind of sailing through the mist as well. One that you don't recognize at all. It's not seem to be made of wood. It's kind of faintly glowing, an oddish green color.
above the board real quick. I had put this line in there about like certain rituals. I'm just gonna say that my character has like some ticks that she does. So nothing
Okay.
weird or overtly like weird, but yeah.
I can't wait for you to disgust all of us with your rituals.
I'm going I'm gonna kind of like sniff the air and kind of feel like I noticed something's going on with that ship. Um, so I'm going to like tap my heel on the ground 3 times and like click my teeth, and I'm gonna look around and see if I can kind of see any figures on the ship. Do I have to roll for this?
To see figures on the ship? Yes.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
don't want to roll
Yeah.
perception.
All right, perception. Yeah, 18.
18. As you're looking, you can see the ship a bit more coming into view ever so faintly, and you notice that there seem to be some what look like people moving around the ship. However, upon a little bit more inspection, you notice that it doesn't look like they're people. It looks like bones.
I'm gonna not smile, but like smirk a little bit and say, ah, that looks lovely. And I'm gonna kind of head towards, because we're in the back of the boat, right? We're in the, I forget the boat, but I'm gonna head towards kind of the furthest, closest part of the boat that can like get me to see closer to the ship.
All right, you do that. And before we go any further there, Cassandra?
I am still below the deck, right? So I
Yes.
don't know. Like I hear the screaming probably, but like I haven't seen anything yet.
You hear the screaming now. It seems like it might have been going on during your conversation. You just didn't notice it before. Most of the people that were asleep are now currently running up the stairs, and there's still some people that are just completely passed out drunk.
I'm going to. Well, they're not any use, so I'm gonna go make my way up the ladder, but I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm just gonna like kind of peek my head over just to look a little bit. What on earth is all that yelling?
As you look around, you can see all the people running around, grabbing things. People are arming themselves with weapons. You can just barely see the captain from where you're standing, and she seems to be guiding the ship, and you can't really tell what direction because you're just a little bit too low at the moment. You then also notice that Lillian is currently walking towards the edge of the ship.
Okay, so I'm gonna come all the way up. I'm gonna ask whoever is like nearest to me, like, what the hell is happening?
As you're walking up, you see a gruff gentleman kind of running past. He is looking like he's arming himself. He has a sword in hand. It looks like he's trying to find something at the moment. But he stops as you approach. What do you want? What do you need? How can I help you?
I just wanted to know what all the commotion about. Everyone's running all frantically, yelling. We've only been on the sea for like a little bit. Like, what's happening? Like, already?
What were you? Oh, never mind. You're below the deck, I'm guessing. You see, we set sail just moments ago. However, we suddenly found ourselves incredibly far out in the ocean. We were ripped along by a current that just brought us a very far distance out. Then we were surrounded by this fog. It seems that we can't really hear people too well. It's almost like the sound has been like dampened, and there's a ship that seems to be sailing out in the distance.
Well, surely this is a complaint from the captain. Yes, has he tried to hail them?
The captain is busy trying to guide the ship at the moment. However, he seems a little bit frantic, a little bit lost. The second in the command, her husband. He's currently guiding everyone, telling them we got to get ready for war. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that we need the combatants from below the deck. Do you know who they are?
You look a bit flustered, so when they're passed out on your less than subpar mead, I might add. Look, you stay vigilant and do what you were doing. I'm going to go and try and make use of myself somewhere else. I'm gonna walk away from him. See.
Wait, he looks a little puzzled for a moment, and then something like clicks in his head. He's like, Oh, you must be the commandos that we're looking for. Oh, yes. Actually, we need you over there towards the front of the ship. Now.
Finally, some kind of confidence. Thank you. And I'm gonna like pinch his cheek and walk up to the front.
You do that, and he somewhat freezes and blushes for a moment before like snapping out of it. Oh, yes, hurry! And then he kind of runs off and continues what he's doing. As you make your way to the front of the ship, you see that Eren is currently making his way over towards Lillian, who appears to be just kind of staring out into the distance. And
it smells like death.
That wasn't you?
I wish. Actually, I think it's a bunch of bones across the ocean. And I'm gonna point out to like where the ship is.
Suddenly, Lillian gestures, and you can see that she is pointing out to a ship that seems to be glowing a faint, oddish green color that's sailing through the mist. It appears like it's actually making a turn now, heading towards you. And as it's coming out of the mist a little bit more into the clearing that you're currently in, it comes very apparent to you that there is a crew aboard this ship. But not your standard crew, not your standard race. It appears this is a crew of the undead.
Friends of yours?
No. I wish.
Trying to pull something really quick.
That was the most like Marvel fucking like joking. You're gonna want to come see this.
You ain't wrong. I'm trying to keep up with time, to be fair.
No, you're fine. Honestly, if we go over a little bit, I should be fine. So.
That's what I'd be saying. And I'd be acting all tough, and I go to work and like 3 hour mark. I'm like, I'm dead.
I'm dying.
I'm dying.
Struggling. I gotta go buy a fucking coffee out the machine.
Okay. You got one last thing to put on. Ah, here it is. Suddenly, the ship seems to be approaching quite quickly as it appears like it is about to ram you all head on. You can see the skeletons are all kind of waving swords in the air, just rattling their bones as they approach. It seems like they're mostly swordsmen, maybe some axe wielders, but they're all just kind of getting ready for battle at the moment.
I'm gonna brace myself. Is there if against whatever closest to me, just a little bit? If they're gonna just preparing for them to ram.
There is both
keep my balance.
the edge of the ship and a mast. Here we go.
Ooh, I'm gonna hold on to the mast. I don't want to be to the edge.
And Lillian?
I'm going to hold on. So how far is the ship from us? Like they're like right about to crash into us, right?
Yes, like you got just a moment.
A moment. Okay, I'm just gonna grab on to something while like having my hands on my I'm guessing if I have a dagger, like if it's on my hip, I'm gonna have my hand on my dagger and kind of like using my other hand to brace, because once this pops off, like I'm thinking like I'm about to leap and get to it.
All right, you both brace for impact as the ship comes in quickly, and it just grinds against the edge of the ship that you're on, kind of shaking everything. Everyone starts kind of falling over. Ah, help! People just kind of hitting the ground left and right. They're all just kind of trying to gather themselves, the idiots that didn't seem to notice in time, all kind of picking themselves up, a little bit bruised and injured. You notice that you're both, however, fine, but you did kind of pull your arms a little bit. Just a slight sprain, no serious injury. As you look, you can see that the ship is currently slowing down, almost grinding to a halt as it collides with theirs, just repeatedly smashing against their ship. The skeletons are starting to prepare themselves to jump on board and attack the crew.
Going to kind of like, in like a swift move, kind of like leap to the edge of our ship, because I'm guessing our ship and their ship are like smushed together, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm like leaping up, like one hand like pushing myself up and like leaping to the edge of my ship, getting ready to like jump over to theirs. And I'm gonna look over before I like go anywhere else. I'm gonna look over at Cassandra and be like, all right, it's let's get to it. This is like the smallest. This is like the smallest smile she'll ever see on my face because I'm actually like excited for this.
There we go. See, it only took us an imminent death.
I immediately frown and like look away.
As I say that, I'm pulling out my little, very elegant, jewelry-coated pepper box gun. I'm gonna do a little flourish of it and kind of get ready to aim and start popping off.
All right.
Man.
As you do that, you see all the skeletons just kind of running at you. Some of them are getting ready to swing swords at your fellow crewmates, but luckily you're ready in time and you are blasting off. Let me put something really quick. Ah. You just hear just gunshots just ringing out. Some reloading. You're currently trying to repack your shots. Make sure that you're ready with your powder. Firing. You're seeing skeletons dropping all around you as you begin to enter a very serious combat, as you can tell that the actual main crew of the ship is now approaching. It appears to be 5 different skeletons with one trailing behind, who appears to be walking with some level of authority. His foot's just kind of smashing into the ground, breaking part of the ship as he walks. His minions just surrounding the front of him. It appears that he's holding 2 swords in his hand, and they have an odd item at the very middle of the hilt. It seems like it's kind of shimmering a little bit of a shiny, multicolored object. He then kind of raises it and just screams out for everything as all of the skeletons start running towards you. I'm gonna need you both to roll for initiative.
Let's get it.
Really? A 4? 6?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lillian. I got a 16.
I gotta make my rolls really quick. Hold up.
That's crazy. I want to reroll. Look at my initiative, +3. That's crazy.
I got a +6. I didn't even build it like that. Just happy surprise.
Crazy.
I'm almost done, sorry. Alright, and what did you both roll?
I rolled a 16.
And I rolled a 4.
God damn, that's unlucky.
I know. I'm super pissed about it.
Maybe now's the best chance not to just jump over there now. I was suggest against that.
I don't think I'm jumping over there now. I'm like, shit, I gotta think about this.
I just gotta put in a little bit more info really fast. Alright, and I'm going to give that priority to the player. You managed to tie something, so you get to go first, Cassandra. Currently, there is 4 different skeletons kind of running at you in an arc formation. One of them seems to be really close compared to the others, but they're all about 10-ish feet away from you, going up to 15 feet away on the outer edges of the arc. The one that is closest to you appears to be dual-wielding some axes. The one to his right appears to have a battle axe. The one to the right of that one has a sword and shield. And the one to the left of the front one has just one sword in hand. And then behind them is what appears to be the leader of the group.
Okay. Okay, so how much space is behind me?
Several feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna move like backwards, like maybe let's say another 15 feet. So then to try and make it like 13 feet away from you, at least from the closest one that you said.
You do that successfully.
Okay, and then I'm going to, for my first action, I'm gonna brandish the gun and aim at the first one, and I'm gonna take a nice little pot shot at him.
Go ahead and roll.
That is a 22.
22. All right. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
There you go. That is a 7.
Damn. As you step back, you run back towards the edge of the ship, trying to make sure you put some distance between you and the enemies that are approaching. You see that the one that's coming towards you appears to be posing the most danger. So you fire at the gentleman that has the battle axes, and you manage to perfectly hit him right in the shoulder, kind of knocking him back, messing with his bones a little bit. You see that some of it just kind of crumbles, and you prepare for your next move, as he is now in a little bit of pain, but he gathers himself back up, ready for more.
Okay.
Did you say? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that the one with the battle axe or the 2 axes?
Oh, dual axes. I'm sorry.
Dual axes. Okay.
All right, I'm going to. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is great. Where is my? Excuse me a second. I'm sure this is my first time playing Gunslinger, so I'm trying to like. I looked at it all, but I was trying to remember every single thing, how it works.
You're fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a grit point for violent shot. So I'm gonna roll to attack to shoot that one with the dual axes again.
Okay.
Let me make sure it's right because it has a 5. It has a 2. And then what was it? I get it like a. I think there was one that was. It should be fine. Okay, yeah. Let me see real quick. All right. I'm gonna roll to hit. That is a 16.
16. You fire off your grit shot, however, it unfortunately just kind of grazes across his bone and reflects off into the air, just sputtering into a bunch of nothing. He just kind of chuckles at you, yeah, as he starts to walk a little bit closer towards you.
I'm going to. You know what? Since you want to laugh and shit, hopefully this is bite me in the ass trying to be cocky. Oh shit, where was I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend another grit on violent shot. I'm gonna roll again. My God, 16?
You fire another shot. It as you load it in, you expect it to do some damage. Unfortunately, it just once again grinds off the edge of the skeleton, just kind of sputters in the air as it turns to dust. He just
Okay.
as he is almost seemingly mocking you at this point.
Okay, so I am. Can you for a bonus action? Hold on. Okay, so for my bonus, I'm not gonna use my bonus action. I'm just gonna end my turn from there.
End your turn. Alrighty.
Okay.
And hold on one second. Let me reorganize something so I can keep track of turns a little bit easier. Okay. After you do that, Then it seems like the leader in the back starts to move. He kind of just waves his axes in the air before gently twirling them through his hands. So they're just kind of spinning in a loop between his fingers. Yeah. As he prepares to do an attack, you think he's going to swing at someone, but unfortunately, he just kind of continues spinning, and you can't really tell what he's doing, but he seems to be kind of chanting. And then just continues to do that perpetually. Everyone that is around him kind of seems to shrink in a circle a little bit. The one with the dual axes is still out in front, but everyone else kind of converges a little bit closer to the leader for a moment. It seems like they're almost building a wall around him. The one with the swords, the single swordsman then starts to step forward, starting to run towards Lillian. He prepares to swing his sword and attack you. But as he runs at you, he kind of trips a little bit and slips. He falls, and his sword slams into the ground. He catches himself, just almost pulling himself back up from the ground. Yeah. As he starts to stare at you, he then pulls out a hidden blade from his side, and he swings it towards your face. It once again misses. As you notice him doing it, you step back ever so slightly, and he just kind of swings. It slices past you in the air, and he kind of pulls it back to pocket it at his side once again. He stands up and starts to step back away from you, as if preparing to protect the leader of the crew. Then the gentleman that has the battle axe starts to step towards you as well, Lillian. He once again charges towards you, much like the other one did, and he swings his axe, this time giving it a nice good wind up as it smacks and cracks you right in the face. You take 12 damage as you feel a split in pain hit through your face. It kind of gouges from your ear all the way to the front, messing with your cheek as blood starts to pour out. You can tell that your ear is now damaged, and it's a little hard to hear from the side. The one with the battle axe then steps back, just kind of chuckling a little bit, as he also gets back into formation. It seems like each time that they attack, they all return to the same formation of battle. Before you have much time to react, the one with the sword and shield runs at you and attempts to stab you. However, he seems a bit clumsier than the rest, and he falls forward, landing straight on his face into the ground, just plants down, almost stuck. And he kind of just starts rolling away from you. A little bag of bones just kind of rolling on the ground. He's still within reach, though, but is attempting to get back to his formation, as it is now your turn.
Okay.
For a second, I couldn't tell that was a bumboard smirk, like laugh, and I was in character laugh.
I can't either.
I love to take some blood.
Actually.
Mix with lead.
So I'm going to hop back to kind of get into formation with Cassandra and pull out my equip my short bow. I'm going to aim for. You said it was the one with the sword, or the one with the sword and shield that hit me?
Oh, the one that actually landed the attack?
Yeah.
The single battle axe.
Oh, the single battle axe, the one that that Cassandra had damaged?
Yes. Oh wait, no. Cassandra damaged the dual axes.
Dual axes? Okay.
And just to be clear, the one that had the sword and shield is still rolling on the ground.
It's still rolling on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
All
that
right.
sound effect that plays with fucking Valentine fucking blows up and fucking bones rattling?
Hold on, I might be able to find it.
Okay. I'm going to. Let's see here. How far is the one on the ground from me?
You said you're back with Cassandra, correct?
Yeah, I stepped back to get with Cassandra because I realized I'm not going to be able to fight all of them with this two.
Oh, now you want to be next to me, hmm?
They're a good distance away.
Good distance away. Okay.
You would have to like run at them to get to them again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I am going to. Hold on. Oh, man.
Oop.
Okay. I am going to use my bow to shoot at the short sword and shield that's rolling on the ground.
Go ahead and roll the hit. Oh god. All right, roll for damage. Good ass roll.
Oh Jesus!
You see the one that is rolling around the ground, and you realize, you know what? I'm gonna just put this one out of its misery. You let loose a shot as it flies through there, and it lands right in his back. Fortunately, hitting the bone and crushing it just a little bit, you notice that it kind of, that bone that you hit kind of crumbles to dust. Just, the skeletons continues to roll around, still mostly okay, but you can tell that you did manage to do some damage to him.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, hold on. Move. Okay. I want to use patient defense, but is that going to allow me to dodge if they attack me again? I want to make sure I'm using that right.
Let me pull it up really quick. I don't get a lot of monks. Okay, so essentially it prepares you to dodge when someone attacks you.
Okay, so do I have to use a dodge action in turn, or is it an auto dodge? It's not an auto dodge, right?
It's essentially like you're prepared to dodge. Does that make sense? Oh, here, wait, let me put it this way. So you can go through your entire turn, and then at the very end, before you end your turn, spend that key point, and then you'll be ready to dodge the next attack comes at you. So if someone attacks you on their turn, you will be able to dodge that.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use that. The patient defense. Where is the key? Where's the key? We ain't got no key points.
I believe it's in your features and traits.
Yeah, it should be like little blocks on you for blocks.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just spend it. Yeah.
Use one. All right. Patient defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My grit points.
And now we're gonna go back to Cassandra.
Okay. So the tried and true method that has clearly not been working. But we're gonna do it again. You know what? I'm gonna shoot at the big boy in the back. How far away from me is he?
A full sprint distance away.
Oof.
Oof.
I don't know why. Like I feel like they'll pick him up. You know, fuck it. Let's shoot back at homeboy who's laughing at me earlier. I've still got a vendetta against him, so I'm just gonna roll to hit him instead. The
dual axe?
Dual axes guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep my own personal mental note of it. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Let's try again to get something more than 16, buddy. 19.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. All right, roll for damage.
All right.
Big money, big money, big money.
10.
This is also just going on in the background. 10. All right, cool. And you were attacking with what again? Just to make sure I'm picking up.
My pepper box didn't.
Per box.
I'm shooting at him, yeah. The Exandria.
You fire off your pepper box, just get a nice good shot in. It flies through the air and just smacks right into his bones, just kind of shattering his left shoulder to pieces. His left arm now kind of just slumps to the ground. He appears to be taking a bit back. Before
Oh, I'm sorry.
he gently starts picking up his shattered bone arm, and without his shoulder in place, just kind of jams it to where his shoulder was. It's now horribly disfigured, but it is still back in place. And he kind of just looks at it around a little bit, and he is now ready to attack again. Just his arm is a little bit elevated.
Yeah, move up them joints. I wanna put him out of his misery. I wanna go to shoot him one more time. This is my second action.
Go for it.
Hey, don't fuck this up for me. You're fucking me. 14.
You reload your weapon and you fire off yet another shot, but unfortunately, it doesn't do anything. It manages to hit him right in that same arm again, but it just kind of reflects off of his bone and just flies in the air, pattern into a little bit of dust as he once again just starts kind of chuckling at you.
Sarcastically just kind of lean over the moon. This isn't going very well for us, isn't it? Huh? Your face is all bloody and I'm missing shots. This is a new one for me immediately.
Yes, you can have a conversation mid-fight, by the way, if you want to.
I'm gonna wipe away the blood on my cheek and say, I think we're gonna have to come up with a strategy here, because clearly these guys can regenerate.
Well, as much as I would love to have fun breaking all of them, I think the big guy in the middle is our main problem child.
Don't we have any, like, I don't know, reinforcements?
Oh, you want reinforcements? I would think more of like just blow them up. You didn't have any like bombs nearby or something?
Can I look around to see if there's any bombs or like explosive?
Yes, you can. But it'll have to be on your turn. And in
I
fact,
will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind.
as you were both having this conversation, suddenly the one that was dueling the axes comes running, just sprinting at you, almost out of nowhere. It looks like a jump scare out of the corner of your eye, because Andre, you notice that it's swinging its axes at you, kind of just spinning one as it slides and swings towards your chest. It does hit, knocking you back against the edge of the ship, dealing 9 hit points of damage to you as you feel a wound open up on your chest. It's just right above the belly button as you see blood pouring down. You pull your hand back to see it's now coated. Just before you can look back up again, though, you see another axe just swinging at you, and it manages to hit you right in the shoulder, dealing another 6 hit points of damage as you feel your shoulder now grinded down to the bone, just raw and burning. The skeleton just kind of chucks as it disengages and gently steps backwards, returning to its formation. You do see that the leader of the skeletons is still just kind of doing his chant as it's waving its weapons in the air. Both swords just kind of spinning in circles. The swordsman that was to the left of the group now is sprinting towards you both, and it tries to jump dive towards Lillian. It swings its sword, but unfortunately it does not connect as it manages to instead hit the edge of the ship, slamming it right into the railing, and it's kind of stuck as it gently starts yanking and cracking as you pull it straight out of the wood, and it returns it back to its side. It then suddenly does something unexpected as it rips its own arm off and swings it at you as an alternate weapon.
What type
It,
of-
however,
the wild shit.
it, however, shatters against the side of your armor as you feel it just turn into dust against your shoulder. It then looks a little bit confused, realizing that it may not have drank enough milk today as it returns the rest of its arm back to its place, now missing its primary bone, so it is unfortunately a stubby arm. He then starts to run back towards the group. And above board, this is a moment where I would like to remind you of reactions. So the skeleton did not properly disengage. You are able to do a reaction attack.
So I could dome him if I fucking wanted to.
So, I think it's listed in your reaction. What reactions you have. Like Lillian, you have when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
Yeah.
And you also have opportunity attack, which is all Cassandra has. So if you want, you can take an opportunity attack and you can try to hit him with something because he was attacking you.
I'm gonna try and hit him with my scimitar. Shimmy scimitar.
I'm gonna do the. So wait, he's hitting us, but
He was trying to hit Lillian.
okay.
So Lillian can take a reaction since he did not take the proper steps to disengage.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit that uncanny dodge.
So go ahead and roll
So
for it.
uncanny.
What am I rolling
We're
for?
both rolling, right? We can both roll, right?
Dexterity?
You know what? To be nice to the fact, because I don't think we've gotten use reactions much yet, I'll let you both roll for it because you're very close to each other.
Okay.
What am I rolling for?
To hit.
To hit.
Well, so never even asked. 13.
Wait, which one is this again? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
You can hit with any weapon that you currently have equipped.
Oh, okay.
Which actually, I don't think you have your scimitar equipped, do you, Cassandra?
I do.
Oh, you do have it equipped. Okay.
I have my short bow. That's all I got.
I almost thought about not having it equipped for the SAS, but then I was like, I'll put it on.
I'm gonna have you roll damage, and I'll just explain it as you go, whether or not damage matters. Okay. Cassandra, you swiftly pull out your scimitar, noticing that the skeleton didn't really take care to mind his back as he turned away from you both, running away. You swing your scimitar, but unfortunately you miss, and it just glides against the edge of his bone, just leaving nothing but a little nick in the back. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like it did any damage to him. However, Lillian was able to fire off a free-aimed shot with her bow, not even really preparing the fire at all. Just manages to hit the skeleton right in the chest, dealing some damage. You see that the bone shatters a little bit that was hit by the arrow, and the arrow just kind of falls to the ground with the bone piece that it broke off. Little fragments sputtering into dust. Skeleton goes, ah! As it kind of runs back to the group, just kind of shifting its back as if it was a little bit bothered by it. Suddenly, the one that had the battle axe that was attacking Lillian earlier comes running back for some more. It doesn't seem like he was quite done messing up your day, and he swings his battle axe kind of in a circular motion, hitting you right in the arm. It manages to hit, and it deals 12 hit points of damage as you feel blood starting to roll from your wrist. You feel like it is hit straight to the bone, and you're just in pain. It's kind of hard to hold your arrows properly at this point.
He's at 12?
Yes.
Jesus!
For the next turn, roll with disadvantage on attack, by the way.
Got your arm twice.
And
Alright.
let me see this.
Wait, how many times has Lena above board? How many times has Lena getting hit?
Twice.
And both for
Yes.
12, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting fucked up.
Yes. And don't worry about like if it seems difficult. That will be handled momentarily. So
Oh no, you're good. I just because I was looking, I was trying to keep track of her hit points. With it, like it refreshes on her page.
Yeah.
I'm like 18. But you got hit both for 12.
Oh yeah, I don't think it updated on mine.
I'm
but yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, did you have a question?
Shit. Yes. Oh, I was gonna look around for explosives. Do I see any explosives?
Oh wait, there's one more turn. Sorry.
Oh,
I thought that was an above the
No
board
more
question. My bad.
asshole.
God dog it! Here's where
As
I
this is
die.
all happening, the skeleton is rolling on the ground and suddenly manages to roll back to the group, and he kind of picks himself up. Unfortunately, he isn't able to do too much, so he just prepares himself for anyone that might come towards him. He does look like he is ready for anything you might throw at him. And now it goes to Lillian's turn. Lillian, you do look around, and unfortunately, you don't see any explosives, but you do happen to see a familiar face that is currently running around trying to assist people. It appears that Eden is currently trying to save anyone that he can as he sprints around the ship, attacking enemies.
Going to swiftly run towards and like wave my arms at Eden to get his attention.
Alright, hold on a second. As you do that, Eden just seems to kind of notice you, and he gives you a bit of a nod as he starts running towards you. Y'all need some help with this battle?
That'd be lovely. My friend here is quite bloodied.
He glances over you. Ooh, yes, I can see that. Oh, wait. Oh my God, you're pouring blood, ma'am. Do you need
No.
some healing?
I guess. I just want these guys off the ship so we can continue on our way.
Ma'am, I can tell you right now, I'm trying my best to get everything off the ship. Can you not see the horde of skeletons fighting everyone? Matter of fact,
Yeah, we're fighting this big guy back here. You see him? And I'm gonna like point casually over my shoulder at the big guy.
he kind of squints and glances over. Oh shit! Oh yeah, no, you be right. That one looks like a problem. I'm gonna help you two out because this doesn't look like a battle for just the two of you. That's an unfair fight. I don't know what's happening here. And then he then starts to gesture as he starts to slowly emanate a light from his hands, and you suddenly you feel a bit healthier as you regain 20 hit points.
Thank God, I'm over here bleeding, bro.
Fighting for your life.
Fighting for my life. I'm like, when he hit me in the
Fight
cheek,
for
I'm
my
like,
fucking life!
it's over. It's over. I'm gonna bleed out in this battle. You're on your own. I finally met death. Hallelujah.
He then glances over at Cassandra. I think you might need a little bit of something too. He then swiftly pulls out a little bottle and tosses it to you. Have a drink of that. That should heal you up quite nice.
I'm going to. Can I take a sip of it now, or then wait for my turn?
I'll let it be a reaction.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna just guzzle it down.
You guzzle it
It's
down.
a bit rancid, but it'll do.
It's a little hard, I will say, but ultimately it will have you feeling just right. After you down it, you then suddenly cough a little bit, and you cough up some blood, but after doing so, you feel like you are
Concerning.
you are suddenly healthier, as if it has cleansed you of something, and you regain 15 hit points.
Give me that sweet HP. We're back up there, boys. It's like we never got hit.
And let me roll that. Let me put this in my notes. Okay. Edrim, it does seem like he is now joining the fight and is now preparing himself. He is standing between the two of you, getting ready for the battle. It is currently Lillian's turn.
You said he's standing like next to us, right? Like he's part of the battle.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I am. How far am I from the battle axe guy?
It would take most of your movement.
Most of my movement. Okay. What about who's the closest to me?
The one with the dual axes.
Dual axes. Okay.
About half your movement.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking at my options here. I am. Cunning action. Fast hands. Wait. What's considered a monk weapon? Never mind. All right. I am. So if I were to, can I move to him and hit him?
The one that's dual accent?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna move towards him and hit him with the fury of blows. I'm gonna quickly throw my crossbow over my shoulder and kind of hit him with the fury of blows.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. Hit. Oh, thank God. Damage. What was that? 5.
And 5. You then sprint across the deck, very quickly running at the one that's dual wielding the axes. He's still kind of just chuckling. Feeling a little bit full of himself as you jump in the air and manage to land a direct hit straight to his face, just right in the jaw, smacking over. Just, then suddenly he feels another one just hits and hits and it hits and it hits and it hits. He's getting all shooken up as he's just shaking his head, kind of just stumbling backwards a little bit before regaining his composure, and he kind of starts swinging his axes a little bit, just getting a little bit ready for battle.
That's it, darling. Work the body.
And then I'm gonna follow that up with the unarmed strike. What do I roll for that? I don't think.
Well,
Would be
like when you're attacking, just hit the
Attack. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay.
And I'm assuming you're using that as a main action or a bonus.
It's a bonus action.
You only get 1 bonus per turn.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did Fury. I read that wrong. Never mind.
But that can be your main action now.
because if you spend the key point on flurry blows, you get the extra attack that you can throw at them. I don't know how many key points you have that to use, but you know.
Yeah, that is the thing. If you want to use the key point to gain the unarmed as well.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use Fury of Blows as my action, and then wait. Let me see. Hold on. Can't see.
Oh, do you mean the one that you already did?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So then you want the unarmed strike to be your bonus, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Got it. And
So did I roll for that and then roll damage?
yeah, I'll let that be your hit. Why not?
Look at you slapping the shit out of him.
As he's chuckling, just getting ready for battle, he suddenly notices that you duck down and then go up for an uppercut, smack his head up in the air. And he kind of just rattles back, and you see that he seems to be kind of beat up a little bit now. He's just kind of shaking off the pain. But unfortunately, his jaw does dislocate, and it falls to the ground, just kind of shattering into pieces. As he looks down and looks back at you. And just so that you're aware of what you got left, you do still have movement, and you have a bonus action. I will make a recommendation above board.
Yeah,
to always remember how disengage works.
Okay, I was gonna say disengage is what I was gonna go for. I was gonna actually ask you for cunning action for disengage. That just takes me out of a few steps back.
Yep. So cunning action allows you to take an extra bonus action, which is perfect for that disengage. It'll then allow you to exit the combat zone of this individual without getting hit in the back, essentially.
Okay.
And then that allows you to use your movement. And then
Yeah.
where would you like to go?
And then I kind of want to. Is there any like? Is there any like weapon cages or like what do you call those, cannons or like anything big on the ship that can be
Turn that
used?
shit at him and hit him with the motherfucker.
I need to hit it with the force of God at this point.
As you look around, you notice that there is only 4 cannons on the ship, but they are all stationary cannons, and they are currently facing out at sea. They are
Yeah.
appear to be very, very heavy.
Okay. Is there any like rooms nearby that may have weapons?
You can't really tell what's in them, but you do see that there is 2 doors that go below where the captain was prior, and is currently fighting up above deck. It appears like one might be the cabin for the captain herself, and the other one just seems a little bit dark through the window. You can't really tell what's inside.
Ooh. I feel like the captain might have something in there. Can I head towards the captain's quarters, captain's office, whatever?
Yes, you may. You make your way
I'm good.
across the deck
Mm-hmm.
and find yourself at the door to the captain's quarters. And
Not going to leave me alone with these fools, are you?
I need to find some more firepower.
I will say that you have the ability to open the door this turn, if you want to.
Okay, yeah, I want to open the door. I'm like in a hurry to try to like open the door and find
Alright.
something.
You frantically rip the door open, and it's kind of dark inside, but you can faintly see through the light peering in through the windows as you step inside. And then we're going to go to the next round. One moment. Okay. Suddenly, Edom just stands up, and he kind of seems to ready himself as he charges at the enemies in front. He sprints towards the one that is dual wielding the axes, and he swings his sword. Unfortunately, that one seemed a little bit ready, and he steps back as Edom misses and slams into the ground. But he's not quite done yet, as he then kind of plays into the spin, and he rotates, kind of flipping through the air as his shield just slams and backhands the skeleton right into the face, appearing to deal a massive blow as it gets knocked down to the ground. Apparently the jaw damage that it took prior was quite a lot, and with the help of Lillian's damage to the skeleton, it does appear to be knocked down to the ground, just kind of crumbling into pieces. As you notice, that skeleton does not seem to be standing back up at the moment, but he is still kind of putting himself back together, so he's alive, but injured. Edom then screams to you, "I can tank some shots if you need." Almost waiting for a response from Cassandra.
Yes, you just sit there and be pretty and do your thing while I figure this little thing out over here.
No worries, I got you. He then charges to the front of the skeleton group and kind of readies his shield and sword as if to defend you. And it is now Cassandra's turn.
Ooh, back to me. Okay. Where is you say he's okay? So clearly from where I'm at, you say he was the big dude, the big boss looking one. He's so full sprinting distance away from me.
Yes,
Okay.
because you would have to run across the deck, which takes most of your movement, and then you have to push through the skeletons
Okay.
to get to him.
Sheesh. Okay, I'm gonna move up about not next to them. Like I want to move in a way that's like not close. If that makes sense. Maybe about like 10 feet.
10 feet away from the front skeleton.
Yes.
Okay. You do that, you notice that there is a gap currently in their defenses as the skeletons are now kind of trying to close it. You currently have Edom very close by. He is almost right next to you, ever so slightly in front, just kind of standing as a guard.
Okay. Do I have a line of sight like to shoot at the big guy, or is that blocked?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna aim at him. Please, Lucky Dice, don't fuck me over, Beelzebub. I pray to you. I told.
Oh, sorry, I gotta pull up the page.
Oh, you're good. I didn't mean to click that because you didn't even tell me if you fucking hit.
God damn. All right. You let loose another shot. It kind of rings out through the air, and it manages to just barely just smack right into that skeleton, interrupting what he's doing. He kind of stumbles back a little bit, appearing to take a little bit of damage. He just shakes it off and continues doing what he was doing before with that faint rock just kind of glowing, and he's waving his swords in the air.
Okay, and I'm going to use my second action. Oh, I didn't use that because he healed me earlier, so that's lucky. Can I see his lips? And that's a weird question.
Huh?
Like, well, I guess his jaw.
Oh, wait, the leader skeleton?
Teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
Shit.
Yes.
Can I understand? Because I'm using observant. Can I understand anything he's saying? Is it any language I know? I assume not.
No.
It might be just gibberish. No. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot him in his fucking skull again, then, or try. Beelzebub, go to the fight, please, God. 27.
Let's go.
Wait, was that a nat 20? Oh, no, is that not 19?
Almost a 20. I would have got my
Almost
great
a
shot
20.
back. It was
Yeah.
a 20.
You quickly reload and let loose another shot as it flies through the air and smacks him right into the face.
Ooh,
It knocks him back as he kind of... And it seems like it does some decent damage to him. His teeth seem to be a little bit fractured now. He's still kind of mumbling through and waving his swords in the air, almost as if he's just tanking most of what you're doing. But it looks like something is happening as you continue.
Okay, so that's both my turns. I'm going to... I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to hold my ground right there. Hopefully I won't regret that, and I'm going to end my turn.
Alrighty. You then prepare yourself for whatever might come next as you just stand beside Edram. And... I think it next goes to... Okay. It seems like the leader that you had shot previously starts just continuing his chant as he kind of stands there, but he kind of puts one of his arms down and gently pulls out a potion as he then drinks it. It kind of just pours into him. It looks like he's just falling through his bones, however, but it does seem like it did something as his teeth suddenly repair themselves. It looks like he is back to what appears to be full strength as he then puts his left arm back up and is continuing to wave his swords in the air. It seems like they're now starting to emanate a more bright glow than before. And one moment. Although, as you're all in the middle of this fight, suddenly you do hear a what sounds like a drum beat just kind of coming from below deck, just walking upstairs, when suddenly appears a man in some fine clothes with some red slick back hair, a young dwarf who appears to be just looking around at the mess that is happening, with some faint foam from some grog just kind of coming down from his lips. Rubik's.
Ah, man, life is so good. I love everybody. I care about everything. I care about good people, bad people. Me and my friend Steven, what the hell's going on here? This looks like something I'm gonna get into. I don't like getting in other people's business. I'm gonna just play some music and see what happens from here.
He then just kind of casually sits down on a barrel and just starts playing his drum, just having a good time in the background.
Steven, you gotta come see this. It's crazy.
Most ambitious crossover ever.
Suddenly, another individual comes upstairs. Hey, what, yo, what's going on up here, man? What you want me to see? Oh shit, what's happening?
I have no idea. You know I don't drink, but these guys look like they're having some kind of crazy fight up here. I'm playing this music here. You trying to sing like you did last time?
Oh, you know what? Hold on a minute. I gotta warm up my voice. He then starts kind of coughing up a lung for a moment. You want me to do the sirens?
Of course. But I don't know, man. This blood it's really making me nauseous. You know, I don't like violence or hurting people. I just care about good things.
Good thing. I mean, yeah. You know what? I appreciate that kind of love. I'm gonna hit you with them fine vocals.
There you go. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Same, brother. Same. And he just kind of sits down next to you. So wait. Hold on. I gotta mess with some audio really quick.
I know y'all can't see the Discord call, but like, for some reason, seeing the fucking woman singing and just imagine someone belting that out on the side where everyone's dying inside.
I'm gonna hit that loop button.
The fact that this is coming out of Steven's throat is just beyond me right now.
It's the fucking best.
But even the most gracious of harlots to bed with this one.
As this is happening, suddenly the skeletons seem like they're getting a little bit distracted by everything. They're kind of glancing over, a little bit lost. The one with dual axes is slowly starting to pick himself back up. He's now recovered from his bone crumbling injuries, but he is still heavily damaged as he gathers himself and kind of puts his axe to the ground, pulling himself back to stand in position, and he steps back to where he was before. The one that has the sword suddenly charges at Eden, but unfortunately as it swings, it misses and it smacks right into his sword. Ah! I got him! Don't worry! It then does a little swift move as it drops to the ground and it sweeps its leg underneath, trying to hit him right in the feet. But he notices what's happening as he jumps over the leg and dodges the attack. Don't worry, I've seen this one before. He thinks he's pretty slick. The skeleton just kind of mumbles back as it starts to stand back up, and it prepares itself for whatever might come next. The one that currently has the bad axes then starts to charge at Cassandra. But unfortunately, Adam steps in the way and kind of body blocks it as it falls to the ground. But it then pulls out its hidden dagger as it swings at Cassandra and slices you right in the heel, dealing 4 hit points of damage. As he feels some blood slowly come and he kind of fall over a little bit. The one that currently has the sword and the shield is still just preparing itself as the battle axe user runs back. He does have some preparation though, as the sword user kind of gives him some assistance to make sure that he can't get hit in the back. He unknowingly decides not to really do much though, as he continues to just stand there. And we're gonna go to Lillian.
I'm in this room. I'm looking frantically kind of for anything to help with the current state of things. Is there anything that I see in the room immediately that could help us out?
You do see some explosives currently.
All right. Are they like? Is it like a big box, or is it just like what is it, like dynamite, or is it like a bomb? Like what is it?
It seems to be some bags that are labeled gunpowder, and they have a fuse coming out of them that can be lit.
Okay, I'm gonna grab 2 of the bags, 1 in each hand, and I'm going to sprint out into the battlefield, if you will, but not before I stop and I kind of look over at Steven and Rubik's and in confusion for like a half a second.
In confusion.
Did we order entertainment for this?
Rubik's?
Oh man, this is such a good song, Steven. Your voice is just magical. I care about so many things.
Steven just continues singing his heart out in the most beautiful voice you've ever heard, as he just kind of winks at Rubik's and just kind of puts up a thumbs up.
I'm gonna continue to scurry on over to them. Does that movement cover? The movement doesn't cover my whole turn, right?
No, it takes up about half your movement though.
Half my movement? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna get back over and I'm gonna hand one of the explosives over to. So Cassandra's got a gun. What is Edram? Edram is in the battle already, right?
Yes, Edram is
Okay.
currently
Edram?
defending Cassandra.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand one of the bags, like basically shove one of the bags over to Cassandra, and
You're going to get smut all over my green. What are you doing?
don't worry about smut right now. We have to blow these dudes up. Do you have any like matches? I think I might have something, but we have to light this, blow the big guy up.
I'm gonna pull out my fucking my lighter out of my cleavage.
You do that?
I never leave home without it.
It looks sweaty.
Oh, it'll be fine.
All right, I'm going to. How far am I? Could I successfully have her light it, me run over and run back without getting hit, or would I be able to? Would I have to use like an action for that?
Well, what do you mean run over? Like run over where?
Because how, like, when I'm with Cassandra, how far am I from like the closest guy? Because I can I like not throw this bag, right? Because it's like gunpowder and a fuse.
Throwing it might cause it to go out, but
Yeah.
you're not quite sure. However, you can just kind of toss it over to them. They're several feet away from where Cassandra is.
Okay. Ooh, but I don't want to fuck up Edram. All right, I'm gonna take the lighter and because they are in an arc formation. Edram is right in the middle of like what, the dual axe and the sword guy. Like he's right in the middle of them.
Yes.
Okay. Would I be able to, like, with the bomb and the lighter, like, kind of sneak around to kind of get behind the sword guy while lighting it to kind of place it and then pretend? Because I have my dodge still that I can use.
If you want to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Just stealthing it up, ninja.
17. And that does- You successfully sneak behind them. Just kind of inching away around the side of the battlefield. You walk behind Edom, and you notice that everyone seems to be focused on all the music that seems to be suddenly occurring out of nowhere. The two individuals that no one knows where they really came from, but they're just kind of singing their hearts out. And in their distracted moment, you are able to slip behind and do whatever you wish with that explosive item you have.
I'm gonna kind of carefully place it in between the sword and shield guy and the sword guy and light the fuse. And then I want to kind of like roll out of the way and kind of off to the side of them so that I'm kind of like, I guess, to the right of their formation.
Oh, so the opposite side of where you're placed then.
Yeah.
Okay. You do successfully do that, and let's see. Can I have you roll a D? Let's do a D20 for roll to hit really quick.
D24. Just roll a D20. Sorry, D20, right?
Yeah. And roll with advantage.
Oh wait.
You can always just roll a second time.
Yeah, just roll twice. Think.
Okay. Now I need you to roll a D8 2 times.
Roll a what now?
A D8 twice.
Yeah. Jesus! Are those like added together or?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
And then lastly, I just need a D10 roll.
Steven, you're singing quite beautifully, I might add, over there.
Thank you. I'll be doing my best. You know, I gotta keep my
Thank
chops
God,
ready for the
I
opera.
was gonna stop at 1. Oh Jesus!
All right.
I'm gonna blow myself up.
You light the fuse with the lit fuse going off. You take off running, kind of pushing the skeletons out of your way. They look a little confused as you just roll out beyond them. The other two that are next to the explosive, the one with the sword and then one with the sword and shield, just kind of look a little confused as they look at where you came from. They go, yeah. As suddenly it just explodes. Just a massive explosion that kind of knocks all the skeletons back, sends those two flying against the wall, and they just smack into the edge of the ship as they appear heavily damaged. It looks like the rib cage on the one with sword and shield is shattered inward, with his shield pressing in between his bones. The one that was carrying just the sword appears to have lost an arm, and his leg is apparently dislocated as he's now trying to desperately reattach it as they recollect themselves, but they're both currently knocked prone. The leader of the skeletons appears to be mostly unfazed, just kind of knocked back. He put his swords in the way as if deflecting it almost by magic as he continues his chanting, and he's just going about his business. The one that had the dual axes appears like he was just knocked forward a little bit towards Edom, who just kind of hit him back with a shield, just kind of knocking into him, and he took a little bit of a hit to it, so he's slightly damaged, but he's mostly okay. And the one that had the battle axe appears like he was sent flying into the mast of the ship and just smacked right into it, appearing to take quite a bit of damage as his arm is now fallen to the ground. His shoulder shattered to pieces, and he's desperately trying to pick it up so he can get back to swinging his axe as he reattaches his arm. And one moment to write my notes. Okay. Suddenly, Edom appears like he's getting ready for an attack, and he turns to Cassandra and says, "Can you back me up, lass?" Cassandra?
My fault. Brother came to my room.
Oh, no, you're good.
What were you asking of me?
Okay, so it is currently Edom's turn. He currently appears like he's ready himself before he turns to you and says, "Can you back me up, lass?"
Whatever you need me to do.
That'd be awesome. All right. All I need you to do, right? I'm going to put my shield and I'm going to throw it in the air. I just need you to jump on it, take this dagger, and I need you to throw it at the one that currently has the dual axes. Can you do that for me?
I'm gonna look down on my feet in heels.
Yes, in heels. Aren't you a combatant?
I'm gonna roll my eyes. I guess.
God damn fighters these days. You can't find good help anywhere. At least the fucking bard's doing his job.
Steven, you're getting kind of flat, man. What's going on, man? You okay?
I need some water.
What combination of goddamn athletic goals do I gotta make to make this shit fall?
So 1 second. Okay. Okay. Wait. Perfect. I need you to roll in acrobatics
Okay.
and roll with advantage because you're being assisted.
Okay. Hold on. That's one roll. There's 2 rolls. Thank God one of them was a 17.
Stephen then Adam prepares to launch a shield. I'm getting lost in the sauce. He prepares a shield. He's like, "All right, hop on." As he then gestures for you to step onto it. As you do so, he then just kind of launches you into the air, and he tosses up the dagger for you to catch. You kind of fumble from him as you reach for it. He threw it a little bit too far, but you manage to just barely grasp it in your hand. As you then slowly wind up, and you throw it directly at the one that was wielding the axes. He kind of looks a little confused as he then glances up, "Heavy?" And it kind of smacks him right in the face, just hitting him right between the eyes. It seems like it now lodges itself in his bone, and it starts to slowly, forcibly rotate and grind against his bone, just just going right through the bone as it spins around and slices the skull in half as it kind of just sputters to the ground and he falls over. You can't tell if he's quite yet dead, but he does not appear to be moving. As you slowly come down from the air, Adam just kind of sticks his hands up and catches you and gently sets you down on the gun. I hope you're all right, man.
A little too risky for my taste, but it gets the job done, no?
I understand that, but you see, you needed a certain level of distance and force to be thrown, and you in the air was kind of the best way to handle that in this moment, so I appreciate the assistance. And it is now Cassandra's turn.
Steven, you're getting really flat, and it's kind of pissing me off. I mean, keep playing now. I don't know what's going on.
I'm trying my best.
Like, put it like 1.5 speed and just make it worse and worse. Alright, let me go back to my shit. Okay, I would love a nat 20. Could you give me a nat 20, please? I'm gonna continue this little assault on the big guy. So I'm gonna shoot him again.
The leader big guy or the dual axes big guy?
The leader, big guy.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
I got a 20. Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, let's go. Roll for damage.
So. I thought I said 0 for a second. 7.
And you said you're using the bow, correct? No, I mean your gun.
Yeah.
Okay. You then reload up another shot before letting it loose, and it manages to smack him right in the eye and just kind of knocks back a little bit, kind of brings his arm down, kind of covering his face as it hits him. And just kind of shakes it out. You see that you've put a crack in his skull, and he appears to be a little bit angry as he then starts chanting something a little bit different. You then see his bones start to glow a faint bluish.
I'm going to, as he tries to do that shit, try and put another one in his fucking dome.
Roll the hit.
See, give me the money. That's not enough. Okay, 18.
You reload your shotgun. Roll the hit. I mean, roll damage, sorry.
You're at 7 again.
You fire off a nice shot right to his chest. It hits him right in the middle as he knocks back a little bit. Just, And he kind of just brings his arm down, almost interrupted from what he was doing, but he manages to keep one up. It seems like he is desperate to keep at least one arm in the air as he kind of just holds his chest. It appears that he has taken some damage from that, but he's mostly still okay.
What are you doing, Steven? You're just gonna walk away? Doing my big hit? You don't care about anything, Steven. How could you do this? You know what? I don't care about nothing. I don't like people. I don't like good stuff. I don't like battles and skeletons.
You know what, man? Fuck this. I ain't a part of this group no more. Fuck you, bitch. No, fuck you, Rubik's. Fuck you, man. I've been doing everything out here.
I hate everything.
My vocals are everything.
Whatever. I hope these people die in this battle because of you.
You know what? I hope you die. And he kind of kicks the crate out from underneath you and knocks you down on the ground. I hope you get murdered.
I'll never die. I'll see you in 100 years, you son of a bitch.
Bitch, fuck you. And he kind of kicks you, trying to roll you towards the battle.
Don't mind me. I don't care about you guys. This fight, fucking Steven and nothing.
They seem quite fun.
And get out of here. Sons of bitches.
Steven disappears below deck.
Lillian, darling, that could be us. But you don't. But you reject my friendship.
Can we get on with this, please?
You little angsty teen, you.
Hey, above the table, you've been doing this the whole time?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I have a video pulled up when we're done. That is the. It's the funniest shit ever.
He has been a menace.
I'm gonna end my turn. Well, before I say that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah?
I feel like I should, well, they kind of just been standing there. You know, I'm not risking it. That last one got my toe. I'm gonna back up at like an angle 30 feet. Or at least 20 feet as far as I can get.
All right, you now make it all the way.
Wall or something.
You make it all the way to the other side of the ship. You're now backed up against the railing behind you.
Okay.
And you said that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
And for you to
Alright.
the next part of the turn, I want to thank you guys so much for having me. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Enjoy your shit, y'all.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Suddenly, one of the skeletons come running out of nowhere, and they kind of just kick Rubik's as he's on the ground, and he rolls off into the ocean, just splashes into the water. And as that is happening, as you notice, he is now lost to the sea for at least now, and who knows, maybe the end of time.
100 years.
For the next 100 years or so. So he watches back up.
Acts like he didn't lose any time.
The leader of the skeleton crew has now somewhat recovered from his injury. He's no longer holding his chest, and he's kind of put both arms back up, and he continues to glow a faint blue as he continues chanting. The one that is dueling the axes suddenly appears like it is trying to regain its life force as it crawls and crawls and crawls. It attempts to grab its missing bones, just put them together one by one. It's just desperately going. But alas, it ultimately fails as it crumbles to pieces, and the bones slowly turn to dust and blow away in the wind. And after seeing this, the swordsman that was knocked against the wall appears to have started to recover itself. It suddenly pulls out an item and it smashes it. It appears to be a little glass container. As it smashes, you suddenly hear a weird, eerie noise fly through the air as suddenly some like faintly translucent, like almost ghost flies towards Cassandra. As that happens, it suddenly hits you and you feel a ghost blade just kind of stab you right through the shoulder, and you take
That hurts.
7 hit points of damage as you feel it kind of hit you right in the bone before it suddenly evaporates and the entire entity disappears into nothingness. That skeleton then attempts to rejoin the group that it was a part of. Now, one man down. The skeleton that was wielding the battle axe picks itself up off the ground, and it is now recovered. Its left arm heavily damaged, that it is now missing an entire bone, but it's just barely able to hold its axe as it runs at Lillian and attempts to swing and hit her right in the face. He swings his axe and it manages to connect, hitting her right clean in the neck. It manages to hit and guide as it drags it down into her chest, dealing 11 hit points of damage as there's now blood pouring from the wound. It then kind of just chuckles as it starts to step back towards the arc formation again. The one that had the sword and the shield has now recovered itself and apparently is trying to return to the formation. It also pulls out a bottle from its chest, one that you couldn't see before. It almost pulled it out of thin air, and as it does so, it also crushes it, and you hear a howl let out as suddenly a beast that is made of black smoke appears out of nowhere, and it charges towards Cassandra. It swings. It swings its paw, attempting to scratch Cassandra in the face. Unfortunately, it misses, and it manages to just smack into the railing as Cassandra steps out of the way, dodging ever so slightly in time. It then swings one more time, attempting to hit her in the chest with its hind legs, managing to connect and dealing 6 hit points of damage as it knocks you against the railing. You just kind of slam back against the wall and just have to recollect yourself as you feel your back is now injured. And we'll go to Cassandra. I mean, not Cassandra, sorry. Lillian.
Okay. So I have my. How far am I from Battle Axe Guy?
From Battle Axe Guy, you are only several feet away.
Excuse me. Ooh, damn. All right. Battle Axe guy. I am going to. I'm gonna pull out my short bow. Oh, am I within 5 feet?
No. You're
No?
close,
Okay,
but
cool.
not quite.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my short bow and I'm going to try to aim.
That sound.
Is he? Is he dual? Is he? He's. Uh. He's. What's his dominant arm or what's his damaged arm?
The one that really swings the axe is the right arm.
Sorry, what's the one that he was damaged though? Because I know you said that he was
Oh, his left.
left. Okay.
So it's like a full 2-arm axe. The left one is not as important as the right one.
All right, I'm gonna go for the right arm then with my short bow.
Roll to hit.
Oh, come on.
Alright, sorry, I was trying to find something real quick. And what'd you roll? Oh. You let loose an arrow and attempt to hit it. However, it ultimately just dodges back, blocking the shot with its axe as it just kind of chugs at you.
All right, I am going to. Do I have any more key? I have one more. I'm gonna hit the cunning action to kind of disengage.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the cunning action, which I don't think cunning action, yeah, it doesn't spend key, so I'm good on key. I'm gonna disengage and kind of align back with Cassandra.
Okay.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. Then, as you prepare for whatever might happen next, Adam manages to sprint towards the one that is the swordsman and the sword and shield user. He leaps into the air and attempts to smash down into the one that was heavily injured, which is the one that has the sword and shield. He manages to slam right into its head, just kind of smash it into the ground as it crumbles into pieces and kind of turns and it does floating away. As this happens, he sweeps around in a circle with his sword and manages to hit the swordsman, knocking it down to the ground, taking out its legs. It appears like it's still kicking, but it no longer has its bottom limbs, as it is now crawling on the ground, just dragging its sword along the ship floor, attempting to pull itself along. As Adam then leaps back to join the three of you.
I'm gonna look over at Cassandra and kind of motion down and say, "We have to use this bomb."
You still have my lighter, don't you?
I'm gonna hand it to her. I guess shoved it in my pocket.
It is Cassandra's turn, by the way.
I'm gonna take that back from her, kind of brush off the ladder on her. It's very expensive. It's a DuPont. Can't have it all dirty. And first of all, bonus action first. I am gonna second wind. Let me roll my little my D10 shit. Where the fuck? There's no button for that?
In the little left, you can hit the button for the D10, but
Oh, second
There's no
win
way.
is under your bonus
Oh,
action
that was-
section.
oh,
So,
there you go.
You should be able to just click that box.
Which one?
You said you're using your second win, right?
Yeah, I clicked the box to use it, but it doesn't have like a dice type to roll, so I'll just do it manually real quick.
Oh yeah, you kind of just have to custom roll it.
Yeah. Go. No.
Oh,
Eight's fine. Eight's fucking fine. I'll take back my toe damage.
All right.
Okay,
What
what is
else?
this mongrel in front of us? Is he fucking summon the damn hound?
Oh, so I forgot to mention that. The smoke dissipated and it disappeared.
Oh, okay, it was like an attack. Okay, I thought it was like a fucking whole new beast into the brain.
No. My bad.
All right. No, you're good. All right, so since we're we're pretty far from them with the if I wanted to throw this bomb, huh?
Yes. You're all very far away.
We're like you say like we're near the edge. I don't want to like get blast back into the water. Like we're outside of blast radius, right? Like if everything went well, let's just work off of that. Everything went well. The stars were aligned.
Yes, however, there is a hole in the ship from the previous bomb.
Oof.
So you might want to like take that into account when throwing another bomb.
You wouldn't mind a couple more holes in your ship,
I don't know if we could handle that. You already blew a hole in the dead middle of the ship.
More less you and more of Lillian did that.
did you want them to die or not?
I didn't want people to die, but goddamn the ship, dude. We're gonna drown at sea. Oh my god.
we will be fine. Maybe a little dinged up. My outfit is a little scratched, but we'll make it out.
Were you two really the best they had in town? Did you lie in your resume?
Darling, they just approached me on the streets.
Oh my god. I knew they didn't do their job right.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
I'm gonna, as they're like let down, but I'm gonna aim up my gun. That should be decent enough feet away. You know, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna take 2 more pot shots, regardless of what happens. So I'm gonna roll once, obviously, one at a time. But
Who are you aiming at?
I am committed to this bit. I'm gonna shoot at the big head dude who's still mumbling his jumbo.
Okay.
Please don't fuck me, dice. You look like you're fucking me. 9. All right, well.
You let loose another shot after reloading. However, it managed to just smack right into and just kind of put her into dust as it goes into the air. It seems like it did absolutely nothing to him. And he just kind of chuckles.
I'm half tempted to throw this bomb again. It'd be like playing horseshoes. Now I'm tempted to throw another bomb, but like, where's the hole at? Is it just like, because we're above, obviously, like on the top of the ship. So like, are we?
The hole is
How many
right
layers
in.
into the ship, as far as I know.
Oh, so the hole is right in front of all the skeletons, slightly to the left of front of them, and it goes down to the bottom of the ship. It is roughly several feet in diameter.
Okay, so if I do that and fuck up, that ship's going to hit water really quick. Okay, bad idea. All right, so we're gonna, I'm gonna look to them to hopefully, you know, you're the melee class, so hopefully you can wrap this up anytime. So I'm gonna take another shot at the big guy.
Roll the hit.
Don't fuck me, you piece of shit.
You quickly reload, realizing that there might not be much else that you can do in the situation, and you fire off another shot. As it rings out, you see that it once again just hits him right in the teeth and just kind of deflects off, right into the air, and he once again chuckles.
But bitch, that's the end of my turn then.
Hang on 1 second. As you realize that there's not much more that you can do, suddenly the leader skeleton starts to chant a little bit louder. And suddenly you hear a shift from beneath you. You feel like the ship is kind of just rocking back and forth. Just and you hear something come from deep below. It sounds like something is moving beneath you. When suddenly you see a tentacle just sprout up from the water and just kind of slams into the ship, just smacking onto the edge, and it knocks some people off the edge. As they all splash into the water, you hear a loud roar coming from beneath. As you can tell that it seems like the skeleton has summoned something. He now puts his swords down and he just starts aiming them, directing them at individuals. As he points at someone, suddenly the tentacle just guides towards them and slams them against the edge of the ship, just smacking them into the wall. And you hear them as he coughs up blood, now dead. The skeleton then continues to point it at different people as it continues, and the tentacle follows each time.
I feel like I just failed a DPS check in Final Fantasy.
As this happens, suddenly Edom just kind of looks at you both. I think we might be fucked because I think we figured out the answers to where the beasts are coming from and why they're doing this shit. It's clearly that fucking skeleton. Pointing out the obvious.
Couldn't find anyone to give you any reports of this. Very, very unorganized.
Well, what do you want from us? How were we supposed to know that this was gonna happen? We only left port like 5 minutes ago. You don't remember?
I'm gonna lean close, but you brought your wife on this ship, didn't you? Silly boy.
She runs the ship. What are you talking about? She's the one that made me come along. I wanted to stay home with the kid.
Oh, what's a man?
Dude, I gotta take care of my daughter. What's your problem?
I'm gonna look. Is there like a fucking? This might be on an abandoned ship. It's not my boat, is there?
There are no lifeboats. No.
That's crazy. See, Osha would like to have a word with you. You didn't hear what happened on the Titanic? Good lord, the tragedy. This must be good for you though, Lillian, right? Drowning. Squash.
I like the quiet of the ocean.
It's
Maybe.
very-
Quiet. This ain't quiet. There's a goddamn sea monster. What is your problem?
Well, at least he can't yap his gums.
What do you not see that happening right there? I just watched my man Cork just get ripped through the fucking air and thrown out into the ocean. I can't see him anymore. He's thrown so far. That's my boy Bob over there that just got slammed to the wall and he's fucking dead. What is it? What?
Maybe Cork is in the water swimming away. Maybe he's
Swimming
not-
away. No, he got thrown so goddamn far. I'm pretty sure he died on impact.
I understand that you don't see death as peaceful as I do. I'm here to help, I guess, but
I'm with a deranged individuals. Oh no.
I can't
As
make
this-
any promises that I'll live. But you will, hopefully.
As this conversation is happening, suddenly a tentacle comes flying from behind and it grabs Edom and wraps around him and just goes and it kind of chokes him a little bit as he coughs up some blood and he gets pulled back through the railing of the ship, just kind of slamming into it as he's yanked into the water. It is now Lillian's turn, by the way.
He ain't gonna be Rush Hour 3.
I'm like, yay, my turn.
He's dead. Nice.
Uh, shit. We're kinda
Yeah, that's how I
fucked,
feel.
aren't we? Yeah. I really don't know what to do at this point.
Well,
I'm not shooting no arrow at no sea monster.
you can't see the sea monster, just the tentacles. It does appear that the leader is no longer glowing blue, and he's just kind of guiding his sword around, pointing it at people. And the one that had the battle axe appears to have dissipated, and so has the swordsman.
So it's just him.
Yep.
Oh, lovely. I ain't got no spells. Oh, can I dip my arrows in poison and shoot them at him? Hopefully. I do have a bottle of poison on me. I was saving it for myself, but I think I might have to use it.
So, yes, however, skeletons are resistant to poison.
Damn,
I was like, she said this above board, so I don't want to ink it to be like, hey, you shouldn't do that.
All right, cool. I'm literally saving the bottle of poison for myself to kill myself at the end. So
Yeah, I'm gonna help you save your.
above board. That was. I've been carrying that as my escape plan. That's why I'm like, why does she have this random bottle? Damn.
May I suggest, since you have all this bomb, and I'm like, hold on, the shit you gave me earlier. The ship's lost anyways. I mean, you seem to want to go out and play the boy. Why not?
My God.
Why
You didn't
not,
throw that already? I thought you threw that already.
We were gonna blow up the ship before this thing started attacking. But
All right. Well, good riddance to the ship. If anything, we can catch a ride with, Nelly over there.
you named it.
Yeah, it's cute.
I would have preferred Richard, but
You never heard of the Loch Ness Monster?
no, whatever you.
Anyway, I'm gonna take the bomb. I am going to. What do I need to roll in order to sprint towards the big guy, light the bomb, and then leap away? Like, I'm tucking and rolling after that.
CS:GO Rush B.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Athletics, alright. Oh, man. Wait, athletics? Alright.
Hey, you're better off than Cassandra, I'll tell you that.
-1 is not good. See, you got a 17.
Hey, look!
Alright, 17.
A nice nat 17, let's go.
Alright.
You sprint towards the leader skeleton as he's swinging his sword around. He kind of aims it at you, and the tentacle comes flying towards you, but you duck underneath, slide in as it passes overhead and slams into the mast of the ship, knocking it down. It crumbles behind you as you manage to sprint right next to him. You light the fuse to the bomb, and he plants it as he tries to swing his sword at you as you run away. He unfortunately misses as it slams into the edge of the ship as you just barely slip past it. As you dive in between the sail and the fallen mast, you land on the other side where Cassandra is, as you hear the bomb about to go off. Suddenly, it does explode, and the leader skeleton is sent flying into the air. As it goes, suddenly the massive beast beneath stops moving its tentacles wherever the skeleton is pointing, and it starts to retract them towards the outer edge of the ship, just kind of hovering them in the air. As the skeleton flies through the sky, he just comes crashing down, just kind of flying faster and faster and faster until he smacks into this ship. You see that he kind of just crumples, almost shattering into pieces, but he's still somewhat alive as he just is trying to pick himself back up, but clearly heavily injured.
I am. That was just movement, right? Was that not an action?
That is an action.
That is action. Okay. All right.
Very, very good action.
Yeah.
True.
All right. I am going to like. I'm going to disengage. No, I'm going to try to signal to Cassandra and try to hide so we can kind of scope out this tentacle. So that's cutting action with the hide action.
Okay.
And I'm in my turn.
You do that.
Back to her like, hi, I see you.
And Cassandra, it is now your turn.
Okay, he's just down, but he's not out, right?
Yes. But he is beat to shit.
Oof. What's the distance looking like? There's like a bunch of holes around him. Maybe that might be a little dangerous.
Currently, with where he's located, he's near the impact of the first hole. The other hole appears to have blown off the side of the ship that he was on, as well as the ground beneath him. As he's landing the hole in front, he is currently... You could run over to him and run back to where you're at if you wanted to. We'll put it that way.
Let's go up to him then. I want to show him a little something.
All right, you walk over directly to him. You're now standing almost on top of him as he's attempting to pick himself back up.
I want to take his arms away from him. I'm gonna try to slice it with my scimitar.
Go ahead
be
and...
be nice. What's it doing? Please?
See, don't forget to roll with advantage, by the way.
So actually roll it. Okay, there we go. Okay, what's a 17? Okay. 23. That's the first one. Let's see what this one is. Give me critical. All right, let me just take the 23.
All right, roll some damage.
Right. Ah, 5.
As he's attempting to pick himself up off the ground, he notices that you're standing up above him. He just kind of looks at... As you then take your scimitar out from beside you and you just swing it down, smacking him right in the bones of his neck. It lands perfectly, and you can see that it has knocked his head off. It is now fallen down to the ground, just crumpling. He just kind of falls backwards. He's still alive, and he's desperately fumbling as he's on the ground trying to pick up his head.
Can I kick the shit out of it while he's trying to grab for it?
Yeah.
What'd I roll for that?
You can just
Try to
straight
kick
up
him
do
to
it.
the water. Oh, all right.
As he's fumbling for his head, his skull is just kind of flopping around, and then suddenly you walk over and you just punt that shit right through the railing. It flies through the air. As he flies into the distance, splashing into the water, and his body's just kind of fumbling around, just unsure of what to do.
Let me show you. I certainly don't want to stand too close to him. I'm gonna go back to where I was.
Are you sure about that?
Don't do that DM shit to me.
No.
Don't make me second guess.
Oh wait, let me put it this way. He is incredibly injured. It looks like this is almost the end for this skeleton.
Fine, we'll leave it up to Beelzebub to see if I can smack him with my fucking scimitar. Give him a little spank on the butt. Is this still with advantage or no?
Yes, because he's prone.
Yeah, okay. Is that a 20?
Oh my god, and that's one! As he's fumbling around on the ground, just desperately trying to find his head that is no longer there, all of a sudden you pull up your scimitar and you swing it straight down to his back, just smacking him right through the bones. He's knocked to the ground, and he smacks into the ship, just kind of stuck to it as the sword pierces the edge of the wood and it pins him down. Slowly, he goes lifeless as the bones start to crumble to bits and pieces and blow away in the wind. As this happens, you are able to gently pull your scimitar out after it was stuck for a brief moment. You struggle, but you do get it out. And then you suddenly hear the beast start to quiet down before suddenly the tentacles start to submerge underwater again. It does seem like it is now starting to exit the area. As everything kind of settles, you see that all the skeletons around you slowly stop moving. All the warriors are able to stop fighting as it has all ceased. There is currently a massive hole in the side of the ship, though, as water is starting to slowly pour into it.
Oh, fantastic.
And
Lily, it looks like you might get your death after all.
while this is happening, you do take note of something. Suddenly, a sword appears to fall from where the skeleton head went flying in the air. It appears that it got stuck in the mast before, pinned to a bone that was there, with a skeleton that was fighting up top. But now that that skeleton has vanished, it appears that the sword has fallen and it lands right beside you, chink, landing in the wood. It still has that glowing gem inside of it.
I kind of want that.
How? Still your turn.
Lily, if we take this, how much do you think this is worth in the black market? You think it'll fetch us a pretty penny?
I think it'll fetch us a good amount of gold.
I'm just not so enthusiastic about that. Maybe I should keep it for myself.
Hey, I did just as much work as you on this one.
No, but you're all concerned with death and whatnot. You won't be needing it. Hmm?
Listen, I'm not dead yet.
Above board, I have one question for y'all. So the combat took a lot longer than I thought it would. Do you want to have a second session for this?
I don't mind.
Let's do
Okay.
that.
Because there is story that can be available for a second session.
Okay,
So.
let's do a second session. I think that works.
Okay, so then we're going to wrap up soon here. You can continue what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm not dead yet, so let's split the profits 50-50.
We'll think on it.
As you're discussing this, you notice that it's suddenly starting to get kind of bright, almost as if the sun is returning. You glance around you and you see that the misty fog is clearing away, giving way to nothing but gentle, calm seas as the ship slows to a halt. It is now nothing but calm waters around you. It would appear that most of the crew perished in that battle. There's only a few stragglers left behind. Half of them pretty gravely injured, while the other half only sustained minor injuries, holding their own fairly well. It does appear that the captain, however, did survive, as you can notice her kind of on the ground, just leaning against the wheel up top above deck. You do also find a note attached to the sword.
Well, Lily, you like to read. How about you give that a read? You have a very great a voice.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the note and read it. I'm going to read it out loud. What does the note say?
You pick up the note and begin to scroll through it before clearing your throat and reading it out loud to everyone, which is mostly just Cassandra at this point. The note reads, Command. Eliminate all tradesmen, sailors, government officials, and anyone else who may pass through these waters. Guide the beast below with this sword imbued. And you then notice that there is some odd symbols drawn all across the note, and it appears like there is a thumbprint of blood in the dead middle of it.
That's it.
That's what you see. I will say that if you want to inspect it further, that is something you can roll for.
Let's roll for it.
That would be... I'm going to say insight on this one.
15.
You realize that these symbols do represent something as you then hold the note up to where you can see the sun shine through it, and you notice that there is something written that was previously hidden before. You notice that it reads, Leaders, 1 out of 4, dual swordsmen. You see that it appears to have some tally marks and some different jobs written down. It's almost like this is a ranking order, as if this is just one of 4 different skeleton leaders that appear to work underneath someone. There's not much written on it. A lot of the words seem to be a bit messed up, as it would appear that this was actually a note to control these skeletons from afar, which hints to you that a necromancer is actually at play here.
It looks like we have a true Sultan of Death on our hands. Nice.
Could you speak the king's tongue and make more sense of that, would you, darling?
A necromancer, as you would call it.
Oh, goodness. Never really liked you magic-y types anyways.
At least we know what's behind it, but I think the bigger problem is, where is this guy? And why is he trying to kill us?
All good questions. More better suited for when the ship isn't near its certain end.
You then hear from up above, Come here, someone, please. It appears that the captain is calling out for someone to come to her.
I will walk over there reluctantly.
You walk over.
My feet hurt. The heels.
You walk over to the ladder and you climb up to the upper deck, and you see that the captain is impaled against the wheel of the ship. She appears to be coughing up blood. There's a pool forming around her as she is slowly dying. She notices you and kind of gestures you over. Come here, please.
Ew, I'm not very much a big fan of blood. Lily, would you like to take that one for you? This is one up your alley.
Fine. I'm gonna walk over to the lady and see that she's dying, and and be quite jealous. Oh, sweet death. How you miss me again. Any last words before you go to the quiet place?
She coughs up some blood once again. Luckily not hitting you, but landing it near your feet. I saw my husband died, and I can tell that it's over for me. But my daughter, her name is Valen Swiftstrike. Please, please, see to it that she grows old. Please, she has no one else. She's just back home. In Zeolia, all alone. As she says that, she slowly leans back, the light fading from her eyes. You can tell that she has passed on.
Oh, death, how you've missed me once again. I'm gonna lean down and kind of cover her. Did she close her eyes? She closed her eyes. I'm gonna kind of cover her face with what scraps of clothes she may have on, and stand up and bow my head.
You do that. Cassandra?
I just don't want to. She pawned her child off to us. I'm not very good with children. You're an exceptionally. You're very sweet, for lack of a better word. But I don't think I can.
Eat. Oh God. I mean, I guess we can go find this girl, but wait, what was her name again?
Yes. I've already forgotten.
Is that above board?
I'm just above board. I'm just not very interested in her.
What was the girl's name again?
Valen Swift Strike.
Valen Swish
Swift Strike.
Swift Strike. Swift Strike. Swift Strike.
Also above board, this is a name that you may recognize, potentially, from the main campaign.
You know, above board, it's been so long since we did the main campaign.
Yeah, that's why I said Meg. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna remember this. So, the first session that we did, that's the captain of that ship.
Whoops.
Damn.
Morty, we have to go back in time, Morty.
Her parents are not dead.
Oh.
You
All
know?
right.
It happens. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah, she's an elf. She'll be fine.
Yeah. All right.
Any closing remarks?
Well, I guess we gotta go to this Zeolia place.
Don't sound too excited.
I'm gonna I have that bottle of poison like attached to my hip, and I'm just gonna touch it and just really think about drinking this poison. But I'm like, I guess I'm gonna live to fight another day.
Well, that reminds me, you wouldn't happen to have my Pontiac lighter, would you? I really need that back.
I'm gonna take it out of my pocket and like toss it to her.
You do that.
Catch it.
You flawlessly catch it.
Like me.
After that, you and the rest of the crew, well, what's left of the crew, managed to patch up the ship just enough to sail back home. As you all get off, the sailors kind of gather around for one last song, and they begin singing as the two of you turn away from them, not one much part in it. And you both begin to walk towards port, back in Baxter's Landing. And with that, concludes that session.
Yay!
I'm sorry that ran so long.
No, it's fine. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Where's
I truly thought we were gonna die.
It felt like it, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like, well, looks like I'm dead.
movie outro?
I mean, that kind of was, yeah. Wait, do you guys know that song?
What?
Leave her, Johnny, leave her?
Mm-mm.
I don't. Oh, you know what?
Release the Kraken! Definitely thought we were gonna die to the Kraken.
You could have. That could have been an ending.
I would have hoped not to, because I was like, I kind of like my bad bitch, right?
I started to feel like you were having fun with it, and I was like, there's so much story that could be left, or I could condense it, but I was like, I'll ask them what they want to do. So, another session is definitely viable.
What the fuck is happening, bro?
No way.
When do you want to try and do session 2 for it?
What's your schedule looking like? I'm
Uh,
actually off on Friday, so I have some appointments in the morning, but I think the evening's clear for me.
If you do Friday at the same time, what did you say, 6:30 for you?
Yeah, that should work.
So that can work for me. I'll just come home after work. I got an hour to go.
damn, I work Friday.
Ooh.
What else this week do you have?
I have this Tuesday, then I have Sunday and Monday of next week, Thursday of this week.
I don't have anything on Thursday, so I think I should be good.
Oh, and I guess also Wednesday after 4 p.m.
Wednesday after 4 p.m. I typically stream on Wednesdays anyway, so we can do that instead.
Brown.
I'm good for that. 5:30. Well, 5:30 for me.
6:30 for me. Yeah.
For Wednesday.
I'm
Yeah.
down for that.
All right.
What do y'all think of the session?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. Except I'm tired because of fucking work and shit.
See, now I get to harass you.
I hope that also scratched the combat itch.
Yeah.
Yeah, losing my first 2 grid shots was horrible. That was unfortunate as fuck.
Yeah. You were trying though.
I was like, I should wait and just try to get a little time, let the rolls be a little shitty for a little bit, and then come back to it. And I was like, nah, I'll go for it again. 7. All right, fuck, I'll go fuck myself.
Me
I
neither.
felt so bad for you.
I need chat. I need you to see this right now. This is perfection.
What you got? What is this?
HTT.
Look.
Yeah, that's something. The elevator stopped. You know the routine. Get out now or whatever. Stay here if you what?
That's exactly how I was imagining the moment. Like Lena was like, I was like, yep.
Not that funny, but it's a story.
Whatever.
Chores.
You wanna DM that to me? Cause I'm curious now. I wanna know what the fuck you're
It's the
watching.
fucking, I think it's the system location shit where it's like enter what type of voice you want to hear for your day at work, and then like it fucks up as usual. And he's like, oh, looks like our thing malfunction. You know, we see what you're trying to type, but we're gonna autocorrect it for you. It's like you picked HCT voice. So it's this motherfucker just talk to you this way. I guess it's a story. It's fucking stupid.
Alright, I'm gonna go outro really quick.
Right?
Alright, chat. I hope that y'all enjoyed that nonsense. Obviously we will be continuing this session. It was intended to be a one-shot, but we didn't get through everything in time. So there's plenty of story left for these 2 characters, and it also seems like they were really enjoying themselves. So I don't want to just throw them into the garbage can immediately. For those of you who stick around here quite often, you might know that we haven't been able to do the main campaign for a couple weeks because stuff keeps coming up. So I realized that none of them really got to do much combat up until now because the next campaign session was meant to be heavy combat. So this was a perfect way to, give that to them. Something they've been kind of waiting for. And to have a cameo from Black was also the best thing. Just Rubik's just showing up out of nowhere. And then that, you already heard the schedule that we're going for. We're aiming for Wednesday night. So that's only a couple days away if you want to catch that. The main campaign should be continuing on Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. We're going to try to keep that. If we can't, though, I will be posting updates in the Discord. So make sure you're in the Discord if you're not already. That will allow you to find out what's happening. If you ever need an update on whether or not we're postponing a session or anything. let's see. Part of me wants to continue streaming for the night, but I'm also kind of tired and it's getting a little late. So I might just stream more tomorrow and probably finish, good old Jump King. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to read Luke. Because it looks like Luke is doing Scarlet Violet, and Luke is just a fun person to be around. So, wait, can I spell? Is it that? Hold on, chat. I gotta learn how to read. There we go. Luke is a fantastic streamer, friend of the channel at this point, and just I don't know how to put it besides saying the most polite person I've run into in a while. Been watching their stream for a few years now, but recently got back into it as I've hopped back on Twitch more. Make sure you go show them some love. Not really any particular raid message. If you want to say raid or something, that would be appreciated. Show some love to them. Other than that, I will see y'all later this week. Again, don't forget, Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we're going to be back again. And we're going to have some more dramatic stuff, some more fights, some more cool things happening. Other than that, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a great day or night, wherever you're out there in the world. Bye.